Hey everybody, and welcome back to Abyssal Klux for our third session of Curse of Strahd. I was about to... Curse of Strahd. So, fun aside real quick, so I was talking about Curse of Strahd with my brother the other day, and my sister and my mom overheard it and thought we were saying Kurt's Estrada, like Eric Estrada's like a strange sibling or something. So hashtag Kurt's Estrada. Sorry, so my name's Matt. I will be your DM for all things Curse of Strahd. And we are gonna hop in, but before we get started, we have a couple of announcements. We are affiliate status on Twitch, woo! Which means that if you want to subscribe and support the channel, please hit the subscribe button, and we'll work out some special things for subscribers as we get more of them. It also means that you can use Amazon Prime, if you have it, to subscribe to Abyssal Klux for your one free subscription a month. So if you like us at all, please. The other thing, please. We also like to use accents around here. I think every single person now is using an accent. My master plan. And we also mess those accents up frequently. So if you want to join us in drinking every time Anthony... What? Just kidding. Anytime anyone messes up an accent, if you're 21 or over, drink whatever you'd like. But as you know, under 21, apple juice only. Have it ready. The other thing I want to comment on really quick is that I know that there has been a string of hate raids done by bots in the small stream community on Twitch, and as a result there is a boycott that is going to be happening this Wednesday. We won't be streaming on Wednesday, but we are in full support of this boycott. We hope that Twitch sorts it out and the small streaming community can get back to doing what they do best. Another stream that I'm a part of, Don't Split the Party, will be going dark on Wednesday, but we'll be uploading our Battle Royale to YouTube on Thursday. So check that out if you are a fan of Don't Split the Party. Other than that... Oh, we also like to write down our favorite quotes or instances from the stream to use as episode titles for when we do put these on YouTube. Our first episode is up on YouTube! We did it! We did the thing! We're only our third session, and we have a session uploaded to YouTube. We are killing it so far.
And session 2 is like coming out today or tomorrow?
Today! It will be out today!
It'll be out today! Today! Right, so
pending.
No, that's okay. We are on top of it though, so we'll be promoting that as well. So if you want to give us some views on YouTube, that would be awesome too. So I think now that all of those announcements are out of the way,
what is happening?
I'm sorry that somebody's been setting up.
Anthony is.
There's so many pens at
Anthony
this
needs
table.
a pen.
Anthony needs a pen.
Anthony needs a pen. Internet, help.
I'm quit.
We're leaving this in for the edit. For posterity.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Now that the announcements are wrapped up and Anthony has found his pen, good job, Anthony. I'm going to introduce our players. She was born in the year 1846 to a litter of wild street cats. It's Rose.
I'm allowing that just because I've been watching way too much Twilight lately.
Amazing.
Not only watching Twilight.
I read Midnight Sun. I just finished that.
Holy smokes.
It is deeply upsetting, but I had a great time.
Okay. Just say your name and who you're playing.
I'm Rosie. I'm playing Lady Amaya Monte.
If you're not a Spanish speaker, look up what that means. It's an Easter egg, but
yeah.
Do it. He was once arrested for spray painting the underside of the Brooklyn Bridge to say, "Hi, it's Anthony."
I used too many eyes. That was the problem.
That was the problem. There's a regulation. One eye, man. It was big enough.
2 eyes. I wanted the whole bridge to see me. Hi, my name's AJ. I'm playing Tornir Torbier.
Who?
He said it without the accent. Everyone can hear it. Tornir Torbier.
Tornir.
Drink. Neil.
What?
Drink.
Neo.
Alright.
That's what it is today. That's what it is today.
Alright.
During the Civil War, she was the first person to actually invent the polio vaccine, but nobody believed her. It's Xenia.
Yeah, yep, my name is Xenia Demolition. I am playing Corin, and I just realized on session 3 that nobody here has a description of Corin, so we're gonna go off of whatever the hell everyone thinks in their minds.
Corin is whatever you perceive
Exactly.
her as.
I saw your Hero Forge mini, so
Yes.
Strahd.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have seen my Hero Forge mini.
We all have. You sent it in.
I also have control of the ops. I don't know why anyone made this
I
decision.
really don't
I
know.
think we made it at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's
We're gonna
sure.
be so give us some bardcore suggestions.
Amazing, yeah. We're up in our game every day here on
And
Vessel
no
Clubs.
Barcore passed the second threat, please.
Has the what?
Yep.
Second threat.
Anyway, finally, he is currently composing an opera commemorating the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire. It's Mark.
Hey, watch that.
It's just some previews right now.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
It's still in the works. So give it time.
Alright. Damn.
And your name and who you're playing.
I am Mark Krusakowski. We're doing last names.
If you want to.
I am playing Sabine.
Whose name we sort of learned last session. Speaking of last session, let's recap what happened. Our players found themselves in the village of Barovia in the country of the same name after being knocked unconscious and kidnapped into this country. You spent time with Ismark and Irina, the children of Kolyan and Dirovich, the burgomaster of Barovia, who unfortunately died a few days ago. Ismark sought to transport Irina safely out of the village and away from the watchful eye of the Count Strahd von Zarovich, the dictator-like vampire who rules over Barovia. But before she would go with you, she demanded that you all help Ismark bury her father's remains so that he may know some semblance of peace. So you headed to the House of the Morning Lord in the village of Barovia, where you met the priest Donovich. And you also met his son Doru. Some of you did, at least. You had to wait until dawn to perform the ceremony. So some of you went back to Irina's side to protect her. Along the way, you met a strange woman who later you learned was named Morgantha, who was selling dream pastries and apparently collecting payment in the forms of children. Meanwhile, the other two of you met Doru, the child of the priest Donovich, who had been turned into some sort of vampire spawned by Strahd in a failed rebellion led a few years back. Dawn came, you buried the burgomaster in Kolyan Dirovich amidst a procession of strange ghosts through the cemetery. And you set to prepare yourselves to leave the village of Barovia towards the village of Valaki, at least partially, maybe on your way to the Abbey of St. Markovia, which Donovich suggested would be the safest place. But Valaki's on the way, so that is your next destination as of this moment. Along the way, you came upon an encampment of Vistani, who some of you danced with. Tornir set to paint and never quite got there. And you had a very interesting encounter with a woman named Madame Ava, a fortune teller and seer, who, for reasons of her own, gave you important information on how best to defeat Strahd. There were several items mentioned that would give you certain powers or aid, a certain ally that was made known to you, and potentially the location of Strahd in his fortress, the Castle Ravenloft. The card reading finished. the 6 of you, the 4 of you plus Ismark and Arena, exit Madame Ava's tent into the dim sunlight and back into the Vistani encampment. What do you guys want to do?
You're too serious.
Y'all clearly have a plan. What's going on?
We don't have a plan. I'm simply
No,
tired.
that was not in character. I'm just. What are you talking? I got questions.
I will
The
sit by
plan
the
is that I'm
fire.
gonna switch the music.
You're gonna sit by the fire?
Yeah.
Cool.
The plan is-
I just take out the sausages and start roasting them.
Okay, yeah, so the couple of women and the musicians that you noticed before are still there. The musicians are still playing. There's an older Vistani man sitting adjacent the fire near you, watching you cook. Sort of like you go to pull out some sausages and he just nods and doesn't seem to have any problem with you cooking. So you set to work cooking a meal after that exhausting fortune telling. Are we going back to painting?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
Alright, not bad. I have too many characters.
We have been listening to the Backstreet Boys prior to this, which is I think what caused all the left.
Mhm.
So I decided we are going to transition
I like
away
it.
from
I like it.
from music. I know.
I appreciate that.
Like, nope.
For
Too distracting.
For myself, I am going to use.
Do you not have a plus to performance?
I do. I have a +2,
You have some
Okay.
plant called bull's
and
blood.
I will also be using
A superiority die?
Yes.
Now, I believe this is the second one you're using today.
Uh-oh.
So that will be a 21.
21. So, what are you trying to paint? Just the camp?
I am painting a painting of dancing, fire, flame, and dance that's kind of in this blurred state to like show movement.
Cool.
But very clearly in the center of the fire and the flame. Corn.
Corn.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Sabine, as you stand there cooking the sausages, the old Vistani man, there's a couple children run out of a nearby tent and they sort of sit at his feet. And there's a little girl who's like, Papa, tell us a story. Tell us another story. And he says, you kids are always wanting stories from me. I suppose it is because I am old. And they say, no, you just tell the best stories. All right. And he looks over at you, Sabine. I'm sure this would be particularly interesting to you as well. Free story. A mighty wizard came to this land a few years ago. I remember it like it was yesterday. He wore a black cloak. Everything about him was shrouded in darkness. Very charismatic man. He was very friendly. He believed that he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil, Strahd. And he's sort of like using the scare tactic for the kid who's like, oh. and he continues. He rallied the people and stormed the castle Ravenloft. But when the devil appeared, everyone except the wizard ran. I was there. It was at the top of a great waterfall. They fought, casting spells back and forth at each other. They're moving faster than the normal eye could see. But eventually, the devil landed such a fierce blow against his opponent knocked him clean off the waterfall and disappeared. I went to look over the waterfall to see if I could see the body of the man lying below, but the river had taken him. And that is the only time anyone has ever reared up against the devil. And the look is like sharp when he says the devil. And they're like, that was a weird story. And he looks over at you and gives you a wink.
Okay, Sabine, what did you make of that story?
Oh, you're here?
Yeah.
Well, a little PG-13, I think, for this crowd, but it was, yeah, drama, like a plot that made sense. I don't know.
And I'm gonna stretch out, my arm, like almost as if I'm just gonna be really friendly and just like pat Sabine on the shoulder. But when I do this, I'm going to like dig my nails into Sabine, just like very like no other reaction, just like sharp enough that you can feel it in your shoulder.
And you're not trying to cause any
I'm not
harm
trying to cause any
Sabine.
harm. I'm just trying to intimidate
It's more of like
her. I'm trying to scare her a little bit.
Okay.
Into what?
I'm watching you, Sandy.
I
Just gonna let
you're
her.
right here.
Just gonna let her.
Okay.
Just gonna go somewhere else. I want to actually go talk to that man.
The older man?
The older man.
Yeah, sure. Because I saw you listening.
Of course. Of course. I always love a good story.
As do I.
But you said this is the only time anyone ever rose up.
Well, yes, there are people who have defied Strahd before, but never attacked him. Never. That is the only time that anyone, as far as I'm aware, was ever the aggressor.
Do you happen to know this wizard's name? Like, did you ever tell anyone or alias that maybe he would have used?
I never learned his name. I heard of him and I was curious, and I happened to be at the site of the battle.
Why were you there?
It is nearby.
It's odd to go to the house of the devil, no?
I was not going to the house of the devil.
Okay. Oh no, you're right. You guys were at the waterfall.
I know far better than to go anywhere near that place.
Alright.
I have been fortunate enough never to have been invited.
Indeed. May that fortune prevail with you.
And well, I would be more concerned about yourself, but
What do you mean about that?
you can smell the blood.
That's odd.
Is it?
Probably not, given his nature.
What do you know of him so far?
Practically nothing. We know that he is a vampire. We know that he longs after Irina. We know that he is an evil person? Not that good and evil really mean much, but we're going to talk about someone who does no good for the land. I would point at Strahd.
Yes, I think in a funny way, he is as trapped as the rest of us. It is his own doing, but trapped nonetheless.
Wouldn't he want to be free?
If only he could be.
Oh. What keeps him here?
All I know is that he is not amongst the people that can leave this place. I believe he would have. For so long, spending day after week after year in the same place. If he had any agency to leave, I don't know why someone would remain in a place that causes them such pain.
Yes, I do understand that. Wanted to leave at least. Interesting. But why would he want anything to do with us?
He likes to be amused. And if you amuse him, then, well, that is not necessarily something you have control over.
Oh, great.
He sort of leaves us alone.
Out of curiosity, what is it? Would Strahd come to us? Like, what? How would we know that Strahd is inviting us?
Well, I believe if you are here, you've been invited. Very few people just stumble upon Barovia.
Yeah, I can see how that would be the case.
Maybe there are particular things about you that he is curious about.
I mean, the people of this party, I don't quite understand.
I was waiting, but I wandered off a while ago. Just,
Okay.
What?
I'm done.
Oh. What are you?
I'm waiting my turn.
Okay.
Alright, well, here's to never seeing that demon's face.
Should you be so lucky?
God's hope we are.
Don't pray to gods here.
Oh, neither do I, but still. May their fortune ever be favored upon us. It is not, is it? What can hope? Glad I made you laugh. Glad I made you chuckle.
It's been a while. Isn't someone nuking?
Are you guys telling jokes over there?
Yes, actually, we're talking about you, Tornir.
Okay, never mind. I'll keep my mouth shut, I guess.
That's. Thank you for that. Where have you run off to, Amaya?
Detective mode. I'm doing some investigation. I'm looking for a dusk elf.
Raise your hand if you're doing
Looking for a
useless
dusk
right now.
I'm
Yeah.
just stuffing my mouth with sausages right now.
Oh, yeah. Useless game. Useless game.
Okay. Where are you looking? So as of right now, there are 5 tents and 4 covered wagons. There are like, and you're along the banks of a small like pond that is attached to the river on either end. There are a couple horses drinking water out of the pond.
Okay.
Where are you looking?
So one of the tents is where we just left.
Right. Madame Ava's tent is separate from the others. There's 4 other tents and 4 wagons.
Okay. What is the racial mix, or like, are the Vistani people a bunch of everything, or do they kind of have cliques? Like, is there?
Yeah. So I mean, from what it seems like, the Vistani people here, they range in, skin tone and hair color, but most of the hair is darker. Whether it's like everything from like auburn, maybe on like the lightest side, to like black.
But primarily
hair.
human then.
Human. Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
The Vistani are human, from what you can tell.
So an elf being here would be weird and stand out.
You would definitely notice the elf if he was
visible. So I'm gonna. Is one tent maybe a bit more secluded?
Let's take a look, but I don't believe so. There's Madame Ava's tent. Then there are 2 other tents. So if the river is in front of you, if you're looking at the pool and the river, Madame Ava's tent, 2 other tents, the fire with the 4 wagons around it, and then 3 other tents on the other side of the wagons.
Okay. So I'm gonna split up and send. I'm gonna go to the one that's separate then, and I'm gonna send Franz the furthest one from me, and then we'll meet up. So I'm gonna try each tent first.
You got it. Okay.
And I'm gonna put on my vest so they're just curious looking around.
Amazing. Okay, so make it an investigation check for me.
Yeah. My first roll of the night. Let's go.
Yep.
That was a nat 1!
Alright.
Shit.
Oh, boy.
They will not go on.
Okay. So with a nat 1, you poke your head into the tent, and there is a woman changing inside. And she yells a string of curses at you in a language that you don't quite understand. And rushes at the opening of the tent, like as you go in there. You find Franz stuck in the mud. So he's a little bit unsuccessful.
I'll pick him up and try the other 3 tents.
Okay.
No,
I know. So you take a look around the other tents. There does not seem to be a dusk elf living in this encampment.
Cool.
Yeah, that one is pretty rough.
Alright. I'm just gonna tack on. I will not take a break while they're still painting and doing things. So I'm also gonna check the wagons. But
Okay. You got it. All right. So Tornir, you finish your painting.
Yes.
You finish cooking your sausages, Sabine, and you finish having your conversation with the Vistana. I'm assuming you return to the group once you're satisfied that you don't see a dusk elf anywhere.
no, I'm gonna climb a tree or something.
Okay. So what would you? So Ismark kind of rounds the rest of you. He like watches you paint, and as you finish the painting, he says, "I hate to be curt with you all, but we are not within the gates of a town, and we are closer to the castle than we were in the village. I would prefer to continue moving if there is no other business to be had in this place."
Yes, by all means, let's...
Where is Amaya?
I don't know.
Can I
There's
check the
someone.
trees?
Yeah, make a perception check. And
There's
make
someone
are you
who's
trying to
fine.
be not seeing Amaya?
No, I like more passively. I'm just trying not to like draw attention, but
Okay.
not hiding.
So 16.
16?
Yeah.
Yeah, you spot Amaya perched in a tree with Franz nearby the encampment.
My gun is out. I'm
Oh,
working on
okay.
it.
I'm
I'm working on it. Like it's in
Oh,
pieces,
cool.
like in my lab.
I actually don't know what a gun is, so
Yeah, you just see the thing I keep
yeah.
touching in pieces.
Hey, Amanda,
Closer.
I think we're about to hit the road, so also I forgot my accent. Don't let that make you suspicious about me.
Can't be more suspicious.
Great. So yeah, were you gonna come with us, or?
Yeah.
I mean, this seems like a nice group and all, and you can probably be safe here for a while. But...
Sabine, did you find Amaya?
Oh yeah, she's up there.
Be right down. I'm gonna finish a little reassembly. I'm switching over my infusion to repeating shot.
Cool.
So that means the stone I gave you now does nothing. You don't know that though. And then I'll hop down from the tree.
That was good, because I had the stone that I was going to use to communicate, but I can keep that now.
No, I didn't tell you that.
No, I know.
Okay.
I'm just saying to Sabine that
Oh.
it's good thing we found her, but you know, if you didn't, I just have the stone.
Of course.
That I completely remembered, and will keep on me and probably use at a more convenient time, probably in a
Yeah.
high pressure situation.
Smart.
Oh, I am Adam when you get here.
I've been here.
Oh, so are we all ready to go?
There is someone who must find in this camp, no?
What's the? I thought they would say in a neighboring
There's more
city.
than one Vistani encampment.
Alright. Okay. I
I
think it is more important because you need it for safety anyways.
Yeah, and Ismark would confirm that he said, yes, the Vistani dwell in several places, mostly nearby the towns. They prefer to live near people, but not quite amongst them.
Mm.
So there is more than likely an encampment outside of Valaki that we could check.
is now. Forgive me for saying, because I feel like I know the answer already. a town where all is not well.
Pretty sure that's most.
That's most towns, right? So that clue, one would say, it's kind of general.
I mean, if anything, I would say that it would probably point to the village of Barovia, but...
To Barovia.
No,
No, we're not going back to the village. Not until the arena is safe.
Okay,
Alright,
so,
let's go to Valaki.
so that would be last. Let's say that's last.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We also did see ghosts there, and there was mentioned ghosts in that village. So
Yes, that seems like that would
it's
be
pretty obvious.
appropriate.
I didn't write down ghosts, but thank you. That's a very kind reassessment.
She said something
in
about
a very hurtful way.
dead people.
Oh, I didn't say that. Okay. I'm just gonna write
Wasn't
Barovia,
there...
so I don't get chastised.
Some of this made sense to me, and some of it did not. The town where all is not well, a house of corruption, is the thing that stood out to me. I don't...
Oh, which of us spiked the wheel? You guys were saying something about a woman in a... what do you call it?
A windmill?
Windmill. Woman in a windmill.
Not a woman, a hag.
A hag, the woman in a windmill.
Kidnapping children.
Kidnapping
you
children.
will be passing the windmill on the way to Valaki.
But in order to turn that, you need to spin a wheel in the center, no?
No, the wind spins the wheel.
That's why it's a windmill, not just a mill.
So basically, wind makes something turn, and then that makes whatever's inside turn. That's how they like grind grain.
Oh,
I think it
Like
was
that.
just the image on the card.
Yeah, no, that we don't have to.
But the one place I definitely know that is very obvious is the Wizard of Wines. That is where all of Barovia gets its wine.
Oh, the wine.
It is far to the west. Very, very far. We would have to pass through Valaki and past Mount Bartok and all the way almost to the edge of the land to get to the winery.
Okay, interesting.
I wrote down winds.
I don't know when you did that. I wrote
That ain't
slightly
it.
down, and that's some. There's
We're just
nothing to do
trying-
with winds.
We're just trying to get to the abbey, aren't we?
Literally nothing.
The Wizard of the Wine.
Yes, well, we have to
No
get
wind.
Wines.
in Kreshk, the Abbey of Saint Markovia, but we
Yeah.
must travel through Valaki to get there.
Let's go to Valaki.
Oh, you're not gonna fight and say we should leave her in Valaki? You actually want to go to the Abbey?
I don't. I believe Valaki is close, and we can assess if it is safe once we arrive there.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Great, I can
Yes,
drive.
Yes. You guys load back up into the wagon, the uncovered wagon that Ismark was driving, and the single horse that's pulling you. You make your way along the river and the path. As the trees grow a little bit thicker, but you can hear the rushing of water off to your right as you follow the path. Okay.
No.
First hour of your travel goes by uneventfully. Is there anything that you guys would want to be discussing? I don't want to fast forward through any like conversations that you guys want to have with each other or Irina or Ismark. You let me know.
I'm still sulking.
I am humming a few road trip songs that I learned in my youth.
You got it. Okay.
Very catchy.
We're just going.
But him, no, never mind.
Okay.
Fascinated.
As you continue, Ismark seemed to slow the pace of the wagon just a little bit, and he turns as the horse continues along. You're in a fairly straight section of the path as of the moment. This is the part that I am most apprehensive about. We are coming to an open section of the road where we will be nearest to the castle Ravenloft. Everyone, please be mindful. I know he is always watching, but it might even be more so the closer we get to the castle. I will do my best to speak through.
What would alert him to our presence?
One of his spies, he has animal spies, he has villagers, Vistani, all manner of things that could be reported back to him and maybe already are.
What if we disguise ourselves as spies, or not for him?
That may help, but I genuinely don't know. I have not traveled this far outside of the village in quite some time. I don't like to be near the castle.
It's very fair.
It makes sense.
Alright, the cart is going to pick up speed. Hold on.
I'm gonna shift so I'm sitting with Arena.
Okay. Yeah, can we get can I get a seating chart inside the
Is it
Yeah.
are they facing each other? Is it like rows?
it's like facing each other.
So like right there.
So if
Is that the
Ismark
cart
so
right
if Ismark is
Well,
driving
if we're driving along a road.
right, Ismark is driving up front.
Yeah.
I like
So I
to
just
close to
moved
Arena
here.
too, because we're friends now. Like,
Cool.
are we friends?
So
I think Corin's
you're gonna
nearer
sit
to...
near to Ismark.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. Great.
By everyone's Barovian himbo dream.
Yeah. Okay. Corin,
Yes.
being the one with the highest passive perception, I'm gonna have you make an actual perception roll as the hair on the back of your neck starts to raise. You know something's off, but you don't quite see anything.
It's gonna be a 19 plus 4 to 23.
You feel like there are eyeballs boring into your skull. You look around and you almost, until you see a raven. Standing a little too upright. It's almost like rested back. And its wings are strangely bent in front of it, almost like it's steepling its wings. Just looking at you.
I'm gonna stare it right back in the eyes.
It stares right at you.
Everyone, don't panic.
Whatever.
Everyone, don't panic. But there is a very odd raven staring right at us. It is bent unnaturally and has prolonged eye contact.
Do you want us to take it down?
I don't know if that would be helpful right now.
But it's most definitely probably one of those spies, no?
And Ismark is actively not looking at it.
Also, it's like a no eye contact thing.
He's like, I feel like we might have more of an advantage if it doesn't believe that we notice it. I will increase speed, but we need to continue.
I'm gonna cast True Strike as a cantrip
Okay. On the bird.
on the bird.
What's the range on True Strike?
30 feet.
Not quite close enough.
Damn. Okay, that's fine.
I
I will slowly slide my eyes directly to the left of the bird or to the right, just
Okay.
around it, so that I can still see it, but I'm no longer
You're not
acknowledging
like
its presence.
locking in with
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And after a moment, its wings snap back, and it zips into it's flying under the tree line. It's not popping up.
was gonna say I was trying to prepare my cannon just to have it ready.
Okay.
Okay.
You can have that prepared.
Is it following us?
No, it's going away from you.
Okay. When I Can I see where it is in the tree line, or has it just disappeared?
I'll have you make another perception check at disadvantage because you see it starts bobbing and weaving amongst the trees.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I rolled
You
with
lose
two.
it almost immediately.
Yeah.
It makes like one turn and another one, and it's gone.
He's marked hurry up
Understood.
as fast as we can go.
I'm
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
for some shot.
You're ready your
But
shot.
underneath my cloak.
Got it.
Oh, it's visual. So I've decided my cannon is a scorpion.
Nice.
So like a
Is
jumbo.
it Stinger the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like but it's like big. It's like a small dog.
Hell yeah. A dog-sized scorpion. Terrifying.
Made of metal. Isn't that a Pokemon?
What?
Like, isn't there like a metal scorpion Pokemon?
It's very possible. Isn't
There's-
everything a Pokemon
Yes.
nowadays?
There's a purple one.
That might be what I'm thinking of.
Not metal, but yeah.
You guys, Ismark, urges the horse on, and it starts galloping. The wagon bumping along the road as you guys careen through the trees on either side. The trees break for just a second, and you see Castle Ravenloft towering over you, a mere maybe mile away, or 2 miles at most, sitting atop the hill. The trees come back, and you're barreling through the forest before Ismark yanks back on the reins and the cart slows to a stop. Up ahead of you, you see a fork in the road. To the right of the fork, the direction of the castle, you see a black carriage. Almost, it doesn't even seem to reflect any light. It seems like any light that touches it is fully absorbed with how black it is. It's like that true black paint.
Oh, it's vampire black. Vampire black.
And
Black 2.0, because we care about the brands in this household.
and it's drawn by 2 midnight black steeds. And the carriage is just standing there, waiting.
So
What is the left? What is the left for?
take the left.
Ismar, I'm going to approach very slowly.
No. Speed. Speed. It's marked speed. Just whatever that carriage is, we're going the other way. Do not care. Speed.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, we just jump on it
Nope.
from like when
Absolutely
it's
not.
chasing us.
It's
Can we just
marked
drop a
go.
log?
Do not stop.
Yeah, it's
Do not
easy.
stop,
easy.
Smart.
Just,
I'm
just
going
go.
so wide.
Just go.
And Ismar goes, okay. And not 2 seconds into the horses beginning to gallop, he yanks back as standing in the road, off to the left, is a man. Not the rack.
It's the rack.
You
Keep going forward.
And Ismark is frozen with his hand on the reins of the horse. As you look out of the sides of the wagon, you see a man around 6'2", with black hair slicked back and falls just to his shoulders. His skin is flawless and pale. His nose just slightly elongated. He holds himself with a regal might that radiates off of him. And he is wearing a black cloak trimmed in fur, with a vest and tunic and trousers of a deep red underneath. And Ismark lowers the reins. Ismark. Shh. What? Shh. Irina, put your hood up now. Good day to you, Count. And Strahd von Zarovich steps softly but purposefully towards the wagon. And a good day to you, Ismark Kolyanovich. I'm so sorry to hear about your father. Tragedy. What brings you to the road this day?
As this is happening, just have to slowly move myself. Just slightly do this. Right back here.
I'm taking
Sort of protecting Irina?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm also kind of shielding her.
I'm sort of leaning.
I'm also.
You're like craning out
Yeah.
on the other side,
Or I guess I'm just sort of leaning
like
towards
looking
her,
that
so-
way, or
But not like suspiciously or anything. I'm just
yeah, just trying
like
to.
I'm tying her shoe.
I also would love my cannon to like scuttle to the outside. Like not. I don't want to make it like I'm getting a clean shot, but I don't like have it chilling.
You want to exit the cart?
Like even if it's like you know how you have like a sniper in the back.
Okay. You
know,
want it to
I-
make its way towards the back of the cart.
I just wanted. I want it to be like out enough that it would be able to get moving if it needed to.
Okay. And Ismark goes. I've noticed that the wine coming from the winery has been of a lesser quality recently, and if I'm to mourn my father properly, then I would like to retrieve some of their best for myself. I have brought some companions, for, as you know, these roads are dangerous. Oh, Ismark. Foolish woman. And Strahd looks past Ismark to all of you. Makes eye contact with each of you one at a time.
I stared directly back in the blinking.
I'm making a note of every facial feature.
Mhm.
Like I'm taking it to memory.
You look at Strahd as he approaches you. What's most unnerving is the lack of emotion. He doesn't raise an eyebrow or crinkle his forehead or sneer or smile. His face is a neutral mask in the truest sense of the word. He is almost unreadable.
Perfect.
I'm so glad that all of you have made it. Things get so dull around here. You are my guests, after all.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Not as charmed as I am, milady.
I wink.
That's like the first expression that he shows of amusement. Off to take something from me, are we?
something. I'm actually, my face is completely blank expression. Like, okay, in my normal form, like I can't really do facial features that well. Like I have to usually basically transform my face just to actually look like I have emotions, even though I am a very emotional and deep person. But so basically that's what I'm just doing right now. I'm just not bothering to like imitate any facial expressions.
Yes. Something.
The experience life, honestly, just, we're taking in everything you have to offer. And so gracious, really.
Yes, very gracious indeed.
Good, I'm glad you feel that way. Please, I would be honored if you would join me for dinner.
Sure. Is there a day? Do you want to mark it down?
This evening is perfect.
Oh, this evening.
I don't think
we
we
had
can.
a
We have
show.
that thing.
Right. That
That thing.
like the winery, right?
You
The
must
winery.
give us time to freshen up. Tomorrow evening would be perfect.
Oh yeah, we haven't slept that well. I'm still in last week's clothes.
I mean, I certainly couldn't show up in this little summer dress. Need to change my formal wear.
I so appreciate your thoughtfulness, milady. Tomorrow evening, if I must, I have waited so long.
Yeah, tomorrow. I think I'm free.
6 p.m. Wait, no, 18 p.m. Wait, no, 18 o'clock. Just straight 18 o'clock.
Sunset.
Sunset, yes.
Oh,
Perfect.
Is there a sun? Is there a sun? How do you tell that?
it's just cloudy.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just cloudy.
I will send my carriage for you.
Oh, that's yours. Oh,
Don't play stupid with
No,
me.
I think I am. I think I am just a little dumb, honestly. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I should have been able to tell from the context clues of the cover and everything, but now I
How disappointing.
We'll see you then, Count.
We most certainly will. So much to discuss.
Now, if you'll excuse us.
Oh. You would like to get by?
Yes, so we can attend to our business. And then see you tomorrow evening.
Why did I get shut up? But she gets to keep talking.
You know what I think would be far more interesting is to see how truly special the four of you are. And you have my most prized possession amongst you. Let's see if you are worth defending her.
Ooh, so we're not going to be able to lie about that one. Okay.
Game on.
Irina,
I sort of shake
you
my head.
smell as perfect as ever.
This isn't my own reaction, not the
I-
character reaction.
Is that the choice sense you want to go
I
with?
put my hand underneath.
It's a
Honey,
vampire,
you
of
don't
course.
have to do this.
Do you know that?
Just
Why
dump
do you
his
know
ass
that?
right now.
Game on. What you got?
I have a painting. Do you want to see a painting? That's the skill, no?
And Strahd breaks out into a huge grin where you can finally see the two very, very sharp fangs where his incisors are. Luminescent white teeth. As he raises his hands. And out of the woods, on either side in front of you, stagger these strange humanoid-looking creatures that look to be made of bark, with needles pointing out of them at every so often scattered around their body.
Alright.
So at this point, you guys are about here. Strahd is here. I can't tell which is the front. And 3 of these strange bark-looking creatures.
Are they actually made of? Can I tell what they're made? Can I tell if they're like just?
I'll give you a quick nature check.
I suppose we have any torches?
13.
Yeah, you've heard of creatures that are like humanoid sentient plants. You can't quite think of the name of them right now, but that's your best guess as to what these are. And with that, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
First combat for Curse of Strahd!
18, but I think it's one marker. That's me add my charisma modifier.
15.
Also 15.
Also 15.
Wow, cool. I didn't ask for any of those, but I'm just kidding.
We're just so excited!
I know. I have to roll initiative for Ismark and Arena as well. Yikes.
Oh, I technically have to roll for Franz, I think. Do I? No, he's not a steel defender. He's just a hunter.
Just
Yes, that's
Strahd,
actually
can you turn down that music? Is that coming from yours?
I'm still
Yeah.
I started hitting the bottom.
All of a sudden, an orchestra blares
Holy
off,
shit!
the music wafting from the castle over the battlefield.
Strahd, you have the potential to do a lot of fun things. But like nice fun.
That's a 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, first combat.
Boy, oh boy, I sure hope that I don't have to go into my room for like 30 to 45 minutes and roll.
TPK.
What do we do?
I really want
Just-
to do. I want to use my wings so bad, but I'm really scared I'm gonna knock myself out with the.
You might die.
I take damage every time I use
Okay, so...
Maybe not this low, you know?
Okay, so 25 to 20, 23?
23.
Great.
Like that's 15. Good the same number.
All three.
20 to 15.
All of us got 15.
15, 15, 15. Okay.
Who's
My
got the
dex.
dex?
My dex is 3.
Same. Are you?
Oh.
What's your number, Dex?
Also
16.
3?
No, it's zero.
Same. God.
Roll off.
Yeah.
No, just a flat d20.
17.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Maya, followed by Corin, followed by Tornier.
I wanted to see. We have the same dex?
Yeah.
Huh.
It might be a number.
No, we just got to 16.
Oh.
Okay. So, as these tree creatures enter the battlefield, Sabine, you're up first.
Okay, so how far am I from the nearest tree creature?
40 feet.
That is one big card. Okay. So I am just going to take out my slingshot and try to nail it right between the eyes with one of my ball bearings.
Okay, roll to hit.
Is unnatural 20.
That hits.
Woo! Woo!
Fantastic.
And you're going for this one, right?
Yes.
Cool.
That's a d6. That is a 7 damage.
Okay.
That's piercing.
Great.
I assume these creatures aren't sentient, so I don't imagine that killing them will have any.
You take a ball bearing out and you pull it back in your slingshot. You slam into the shoulder of the creature and its shoulder erupts in a shower of bark and it reels back and there's no blood. You don't see any like guts or innards, just the shattering of bark. Anything for your bonus action or movement?
Bonus action, I am going to move to the head of the cart so that I am right behind Ismark's very large body.
So you're going to bonus action dash?
Yes.
Great.
Wait, do I have to dash to... How far is that?
Well, no, I mean, if so for your... That you can just do that with your movement.
Yeah.
Cool, then do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
The bonus action. Dash disengage. Hide, yes, I can hide.
You want to hide? You want to hide behind Ismark?
His large
Great.
body, yes.
Roll a stealth check for me then.
That was... 16.
Okay. Cool. That's your turn. Next up. We have the count.
He's in combat.
Cool. So Strahd is going to run up.
Sure. Oh.
Whoa. That's a little close, buddy.
He's going right for Ismark. So Strahd, with lightning fast speed, runs right through the two bark people and runs and sort of leaps. It's almost like he's hovering midair and he swipes across.
Is this an actual depiction of how far we are? Like in the
Or
car?
are we a little bit
are
like
we
five?
like?
Yeah.
Am I within 5 feet?
I guess we're technically more like that. You wouldn't be 5 because you're in the back.
I wouldn't be 5.
Yeah.
What is that in the back?
That's my scorpion cannon.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not quite 5 feet.
I'm not 5. Okay.
Golem miniature.
It's like about 10 feet, yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, but I also have a gun.
Okay, it's gonna... That's...
Cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's great.
So Strahd jumps up to the height of Ismark and takes one of his hands. You can see unnaturally long fingernails, just a swipe across Ismark's throat.
Come on,
Messed up, man.
Were you in love with him?
Oh, what happened here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
You smart, no.
Don't worry, I have a shield. If only I was a bit quicker.
I also have.
Wait.
God, so that deals 9 slashing damage and 15 necrotic damage. As the claw slashes across Ismark's neck, you see the flesh almost start to rot where Strahd's claw made contact. Ismark, like a guttural noise. He's still up for now, as Strahd, after making the claw attack, goes in and tries to bite the other side of Ismark's neck. Okay, yep, that's gonna hit. And that deals, oh, that was cocked. That deals another 7 piercing damage and another 11 necrotic damage as Ismark gets bit. You see him, and as Strahd releases, Ismark hits the deck.
Alive?
Is
But
he still-
unconscious?
Unconscious.
Wow, that's awkward.
And Strahd stands there with a mouth full of blood. And he says, "Hello." Up next, we have Amaya. Oh.
Cool. I'm gonna get bonus action out of the way first. My scorpion's gonna scuttle up to about here and is going to use flamethrower.
Okay.
That's what it's called. So, can these two make dexterity saving throws?
Yes, they can.
Well,
I have so many stat blocks I need.
what?
Okay, 2 dex saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
A 13 and a 10.
Neither save.
Neither save. Great.
So they take. Oh, I rolled so well. 15 fire damage.
Holy shit. Okay. Cool.
So that's my cannon. That's my bonus action.
God damn. Okay. So they are what is considered a word. I don't suppose the person started using this, which I love. Instead of saying like, "Do they look rough?"
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, you want to know if they look like they're dead or not, right? So
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm going to do is I'm going to use the condition bloodied to describe when something is at or below half health.
Okay.
So these two would be considered bloodied.
Great. I love that. Hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So yes, that's my. It's permanent fire. Yay. That's my bonus action. For my action, I need to conserve spell slots, so I really want to do more than this, but I'm going to use Spare the Dying
On Ismark?
On Ismark.
Great.
So he's no longer bleeding
So
out.
no death saves for Ismark.
No death saves. He's stabilized.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I can do. I was going to use my wings, but nope.
So he's no longer unconscious, right?
No, he's unconscious. He's just stable.
He's unconscious but stabilized.
Okay.
I can't waste the healing energy.
No,
I
that's
can't
fine,
waste the
that's
spell.
fine, that's fine,
quite
that's
yet.
fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
Sorry.
No, all good, cool.
That is. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna. Can I get out like here, or do I have to go?
You're gonna hop out of the cart, yeah.
I'm gonna actually dive past and jump out over here, if that's all right. I can
Yeah, you can choose to
Probably.
make it an athletics or acrobatics check because you
love
are.
that. Yeah.
Just dive away.
You are-
the horse in this scenario.
Technically, the horse is in front.
That's like a 12.
You make it. It's not particularly graceful, but I'll say that you
Yeah, I'm
can
trying to-
only get to like right outside the cart.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Really defensive crouch.
Sorry, I didn't give everyone initiative order. I will make sure to do that now so that everyone knows. So at the top of initiative order is Sabine, followed by Strahd, followed by Amaya, then Corin, then Tornir, then Ismark, then the tree things, then Irina bringing up the rear. Cool. So up next is Corin.
Okay, where's Corin at? Okay, Corin is going to Alright. Corin is going to turn and cast
Sorry, before you take your turn,
So
Strahd's going to use a legendary action.
What?
And he is going to lunge over Ismark's unconscious body at Sabine and try to make a bite attack against her.
I'm going to use fighting style protection
Okay,
and impose disadvantage on the strike.
Oh, thank you.
perfect. Okay. That was a nat 20, so you're lucky. Does a 15 hit?
Does it hit? It does hit.
Okay.
Oh, shit! I forgot I'm supposed to have Franz go, but I can wait till Franz goes right after me.
Right, so he takes a legendary action at the end of your turn. So
Right.
then Franz will go before Corin.
Right.
Okay, so that bite attack hits. So you are going to take 10 piercing damage plus
Could have been 20.
9 necrotic damage, which reduces your hit point maximum by 9.
I'm down to 2.
Okay.
It was great knowing you guys.
Okay.
Also, when I die, I revert to my changeling form.
What?
When I die, I revert to my changeling.
You got it. Okay, so you have 2 hit points as Strahd lunges over Ismark's unconscious body and latches onto your neck, sinking his teeth into the side of your throat and draining you of a huge amount of your health. You feel your body weaken. You're barely standing as he unlatches and wipes his mouth and just stares you down.
Is my blood weird at all? Like, are there any properties to my blood that might make it different from an ordinary human's?
I don't know that the source of your changeling abilities might be your blood, but I would need to do more research on that. But he looks pleased.
Well,
Franz.
happy.
I'm pretty sure Franz misses. He's gonna launch himself over to this one. It was only a 10.
That does not hit.
Yeah, so he attempts to headbutt the creature. Don't do anything.
Right,
He's over now.
and the creature sort of like dodges as Franz. We need something for Franz. Yeah, Franz Kuhn.
Yeah.
Rack Franz. Great. Now it's Corin's turn.
Shit.
So we'll just say that Strahd is now.
I am. Oh boy. Okay. So.
He's right in front of you.
Yep. All right. Corin takes a look around. Fuck. Okay. Plan that I had is not going to work at all. All right. Corin is going to immediately launch herself at Strahd to try to, kind of grapple him away from Sabine.
Okay.
And when she does that, so here's the thing. This is, I don't think that counts. That's where I have a question. Does my, okay, so I technically have 2 weapon fighting, and I also have my bite as a weapon. Out of curiosity, not that I can do that because I decided to grapple this turn, can I stab Strahd and bite him?
Does it count as a weapon?
It's a simple melee weapon.
Then yes.
Oh my
As
God.
you can make a bonus action. Yeah,
Okay.
if that's the classification, then it's
Yeah.
technically.
Okay, so instead of grappling Strahd,
Okay.
because if I was like, I don't want to just do one without
You want
the
to do a
other.
stabby bite?
I want to do a stabby bite.
Okay.
Take those.
Corin does a stabby bite.
Oh,
so,
Corin.
So Corin is going to, she lunges forward, she draws out her knife, and the stab is going to be very purposeful. It's not meant to injure Strahd in any big way. It is a warning. And I'm also not going to actually bite Strahd. I'm just gonna snap in his face, basically. Just it's gonna be like a. I'm just simply trying to put myself in between.
Him and Sabine.
Yeah, without injuring him. I don't want to provoke him.
Okay, so you don't want to actually roll anything against him.
I don't think so. No, that's.
Get your neck under his chin so he can't open his mouth to bite anyone.
Wait, I'm trying to think like what,
Yeah,
because
like
the plan that I had before is unfortunately not going to work. Well, so I want to. Oh wait, I could just move there and then cast something else in a different direction, possibly.
So what I will let you do is you can make an athletics check to move Sabine out of the way,
All right.
and then use your movement to place yourself in front of Strahd instead.
Okay.
As long as Sabine is willing to be moved out of the way.
I'm
If you're not, because if you're contesting it, then it's like a grappling check.
Yeah.
So great. Athletics, please.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Sorry, I'm just trying to come out because unfortunately everything that I had, I was like, oh no, I decided I can't do it. Okay, fuck it. You know what? We're doing something slightly different. I think I'm still gonna have to do the athletics check, but what I'm gonna do is I'm first gonna fire off fire bolts as my cantrip at this guy over here.
Okay.
Yep, I'm just gonna do that first.
Okay.
I was not gonna pay attention to that buddy, but now I feel like I have to.
That buddy.
That buddy. Okay, I'm gonna make a ranged spell attack. I'm just gonna do it on here because it's very annoying for me to try to do that math. It's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Sorry, I just used the online time.
That's okay.
I didn't realize how to do that, but now I do. Alright, okay, so our friend is going to take, oh, where's the D10? What is a D? Oh, D10?
That's a D10.
Great. One. It's gonna take one. Yep.
You got it.
One fire damage.
One fire damage.
Woo! A single one!
Then use your bonus action to make that athletics check.
Yep. Ooh. An 11.
Yeah, since it's not really contested, I will. That's pretty easy. So you basically just swap places with Sabine.
Yep.
Oh. Fuck. Okay.
Tornir, is that where you good?
That was my whole play.
So we keep taking each other's plans.
Amazing.
I said fuck you guys, I eaten myself out of the carrot. Goodbye.
Okay, so
Oh, also, if the woodman is flammable, he is now completely on fire, even if he only took one.
Oh yeah, these two are on fire.
Yeah, he should just be on fire.
they're not on fire.
Ah.
Special.
They're not.
Are they like
Oh!
treated?
I had a feeling they wouldn't be.
Aren't they like treated wood?
Was it
They're like
stone?
treated wood with.
I mean,
Well,
they're
Or maybe they're
sentient.
not even wood at all, it's just an illusion.
It could be stone. It could be like
Cool.
Like that Pokemon.
Pseudo-Udo.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, Corin, Strahd is going to take another legendary action.
Alright, well,
And he is going to take the butt of his hand and try to ram it up into your chin.
I have a question.
Yasa,
Is Strahd undead? Does he count as an undead?
you know what? He is. He
Okay.
is
Wait,
undead.
really?
So, if an undead
Strahd is undead?
if an undead targets you directly with an attack or spell, that creature must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 16?
Fuck. Yeah, that passes.
Okay.
oh,
And then for the attack, ooh, yeah, it's 26 to hit.
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Okay.
no.
Then that is going to be 11 bludgeoning damage.
Great. And then as a reaction, I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke.
You got it. Is that a save that I have to make, or you just it's a roll to hit, right?
No, it is a save.
Okay, what's the save?
That's gonna be a 12. Come on, Daddy Strahd, roll really low, please.
What's the save?
12.
Dex.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20.
Wasted it on the
Strahd.
save. Second one, wasted it on the save.
Oh, and,
Yeah.
but he takes. He's gonna take. Still gonna take one. He's still gonna take half.
Half fire damage?
Half fire damage.
You got it.
So, do you want to roll that or am I rolling that?
You roll that because it's your attack, girl.
This is a D10, yes? Oh, sorry.
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's a 6 plus 2, so you're gonna take 4. 4 fire damage.
Cool. So Strahd slams the butt of his hand into your chin. It sort of like chatters your teeth against each other. Your head is ringing. Instinctually, you blast out this fire, which in Barovia, you haven't used Hellish Rebuke yet.
Nope.
The flames come out black. And they wash over Strahd and blow completely past him. He does not seem to have taken any damage from that.
Is that easily like perceivable?
Yeah, no scorching, nothing. Okay. Desi, your turn? Great. Tornir.
And I'm going to see that the Sandrine or whatever.
Sandy the dock worker. Get it right.
Sandy the dock worker. Is looking pretty bad, so I'm going to. They're within 5 feet, correct?
Of you, yes.
I'm going to.
Sorry, I just had to get the bearings on who everybody is.
This is a clusterfuck.
Show is.
I'm going to.
It's like I designed it that way.
Bait and switch.
Okay. This is your last superiority die, correct?
I think I have one more at 4.
Oh, you have 4. Okay.
Why do you keep spending it on painting?
It's almost like.
Because it's a character choice.
It's fucking us over.
Okay, so you're gonna bait and switch.
Yes.
Great.
We both gain 2 to our AC until the start of my next turn.
Cool. And you swap places?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm then going to take full movement to move them.
So you're gonna hop out of the cart this way, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Can
5, 10, 15. You can get to that guy.
Oh, that's another one.
Yeah, that's 3.
I thought there was. Yes, I'll go to that one. That's uninjured, right?
It's not uninjured, but it's not quite bloody
Right.
yet.
The least injured.
I'll attack with my light glaive then.
Okay. Attack with your glaive.
It's a 24 to hit,
That will hit.
and that will be 6 slashing damage.
Great. It is now bloodied.
I will action surge.
Okay.
I will hit it. I'll attack again.
You got it.
That is a 15,
That will hit.
and that is 10 slashing damage.
Okay. So, as the pen. So as you take one, then follow it up with immediately a second strike with the glaive, you slash a gigantic mark into its chest, and then as you bring it across to make the X on the other side, you cut half of its torso clean off. Bye-bye.
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 And
Bonus action? Or was that bait and switch?
Bane Switch says it's an other as a maneuver, like a special. Or do we want to say that that's bonus?
No. If it doesn't specifically classify as a bonus action, the maneuvers for Battle Masters are pretty specific. So
I do not believe I have anything for 2-weapon fighting, and
great.
I have no. So I'll just, I
Use
guess,
your movement.
for flavor, I'll say that I'm now focusing on those 2.
You got it. So you slice one in half and you turn to face the other 2 spiky wood things. Great. It is Ismark's turn, but he's unconscious. Oh shit. And now it is the spiky tree thing's turns. Oh shit. So.
Spiky tree things, yes.
Oh no.
So, Tornir, this one's gonna come right at you. Cool. Okay, so it's going to lumber towards you and reach out and try to stab right into your chest with its claw.
Don't like that.
Oh
Good.
Thank you.
Not even freaking lying. It's another natural 20. For a total of? For a
Roll out here.
total of 23.
Alright. Only I rolled better on that D8.
For a total of 23, that is going to be...
Well, that's not good.
It's going to be 8 piercing damage. The other one is sort of going to ignore Franz and is going to just like sort of swivel around here so it has line of sight. it is going to, over Ismark's unconscious body, it's going to flex, and its shoulder spikes are going to shoot out towards you, Amaya.
Am I invisible on the other side of the carriage?
Oh, are you on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, then fuck that.
Take it for a try.
Well,
You could even like come this way to attack me.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense for it though. So I guess what's gonna happen is it's gonna. Does Franz get an attack of opportunity?
That is actually my cannon, which I don't think.
Franz is a raccoon.
Franz is like.
That's what I'm saying. I moved past the raccoon.
No, I have a reaction here, but it's not an attack of opportunity. It's my
Okay, great. So then, God, everyone's switched places so many freaking times. So against Corin, then, it's going to use its spike attack.
Great, it's not undead, is it?
No, it's not.
Damn it.
That's a 21 to hit.
Wow, that doesn't hit.
Wow, how crazy is that?
Absolutely hits.
God damn, that's going to be 12 piercing damage as these wooden...
I'm out.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow. Wait, is there anyone between me and Strahd now?
Nope.
Just Arena.
Oh, I don't want to let Arena die. I mean, we had a connection. Fine. It'll be fine, but...
Cool. So you see as these, it's like 6 spikes shoot right into Corin's chest. And she's knocked to the floor of the cart. And now it's Irina's turn. Irina is going to look at Strahd and spit at his feet.
Yeah.
And say, I will never be yours. And she is going to take a swing at him with her greatsword. That hits. And as the sword goes towards Strahd, he puts his hand up. And the blade slices right across his hand. With any other being human that you've seen, that probably would have taken his hand clean off. The sword finishes its strike, and you, Sabine, are right there to see that there is no mark left on Strahd's hand, nor does it seem like he's taken any damage from this. Irina actually has stood in front of you, Sabine.
Everyone's talking to me.
Wow.
Wow.
And now it is your turn at the top of initiative.
Wow. Okay, so
Ooh.
I've been hiding behind 3 people. 2 of them are dying. So it's very touching, but at the same time, I'm starting to get the suspicious feeling that we're not going to kill Strahd right now. Just a hunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? It was looking good.
Yeah. And we had him in the first half, but
Totally had him, yeah.
so how far away is this carriage?
From where you're standing right now?
Yeah.
65, 70 feet. Holy shit.
Alright. Okay, well, if I dash, I can cover 60 feet of ground. So... I don't really know how physics work in this campaign specifically, so I'm just going to lay this out.
Yeah,
and
let's
expect-
talk about it.
Okay, so I have my Barovia pack, and I have 50 feet of rope, and one of the ends is attached to a python, which I basically use it as a grappling hook, so I can throw it on a tree branch and then swing arrow flint style.
Hell yeah, okay.
Can I try that? So
From
basically,
a tree?
here I am. Here is a tree branch.
You're trying to
Use
swing.
the water ball.
What?
Use the water ball.
Oh yeah.
I
Or
wanna
use the
see it.
tree.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna throw out my string of
Just use it as the tree.
yeah, and then landing, superhero landing, and get the horses to just dash off. I don't know how much he cares about this carriage, but
Cool. So what you're gonna do is I want you to make.
that's the plan.
Yes.
So no, roll a d20, add your dexterity and your proficiency bonus.
Cool.
That's so good.
Don't suppose I can get any help from anyone. I don't.
What did you do?
At this point, no.
That's gonna be a 16.
Total? Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
you manage to throw the piton, it loops around the tree, you swing full Robin Hood, and you land just on top of this carriage.
How much movement did that use?
That technically didn't use any of your movement.
Nice.
That was I would count that as your action though,
Boy.
to do that.
Alright, so I can't use my bone. Well, so I can't do anything on this carriage now that I'm here.
Well, you might be able to make some sort of skill check as a bonus action depending upon what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to make an animal handling check.
You're trying to spook the horses.
Yes.
Yeah, roll animal handling at disadvantage.
Alright. This is gonna be an 8 and a 10.
Yeah, you land on top of the carriage. The horses are thoroughly unfazed by your presence. They don't seem to spook or be rattled at all.
I really don't want to crowbar a horse, but
Alright.
Makes sense.
that's
Yeah, do
an
it
option
again.
right now.
All right, it is Strahd's turn.
Should I yell, "Hey, I'm gonna steal your horses," now, or is that not very?
You know you do you. You can. I'll allow you to yell as like a free action.
For my free action.
For my free action. For my free action.
I feel like I don't know because I don't want him to kill Arena, but at the same time, I don't want him to kill me.
Sorry. That's right.
Wait, if he goes past all these people, do they all get opportunities?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, technically.
Should I take one for the team here? How?
That's up to you.
I don't know. Wait, how many opportunity attacks are we talking about?
1.
3.
Me.
If he doesn't fly.
If he doesn't.
Arena, Amaya, and Tornir.
Do you think he can stop me? You can stop him before he plunges his.
We don't know. We wouldn't be able to tell you that. We're in the middle of combat.
You got this, Mark.
That's a you decision and you alone.
Okay. You know what? I think I'm just gonna. I think you've got this round.
Cool. Okay. So it's Strahd's turn. He is going to look at Arena. And just say to her, "You have such fire. It is unquestionable that you are she. Return to me. I'll be seeing you soon." And he's gonna lunge off the cart sideways at Amaya.
Yeah.
He's gonna first attack you with his claws, which is going to be, where's that d20? A 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Nice.
Okay.
Boy.
And I actually just figured out my AC is 17, like 5 minutes ago.
Wow. Warforged, right?
So I get +1 from being a Warforged, and I also have like a plate mail. So
Nice. Yeah,
15 plus 1.
Mine's 22 in the other campaign, I think.
So he lunges at you, claw out. You manage to dodge out of the way as he rolls past you. Arena is shaken. She's not going to take an opportunity attack against him.
Valid.
But then he is going to land on the ground and lunge up at you with his teeth.
I'm smiling so big right now.
28 to hit.
Yeah, that does it actually.
Okay. Just curious. Cool. So that is going to be 10 piercing damage.
That's the light one.
Does he hit the metal parts or just?
He goes for your fleshy neck.
Huh.
10 piercing damage. 12 necrotic damage,
Halved.
which reduces
To 6.
your hit point maximum by 6 as well.
I'm up.
And he looks at you and he says, challenge. And now it's your turn.
First, my Eldritch Cannon is just gonna shift here.
Okay.
Flamethrower again. That's 2 dex saves.
Okay. At both of the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 dex saves. Those both saved. That was an excellent roll for both of them. I rolled a 17 and an 18.
Half damage. So 5 fire damage each.
5 fire damage halved.
No, total.
10. Okay, 10 was halved.
Wait, how far is your flamethrower?
It's going. It doesn't go. Yeah, it just barely gets this one.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you're good. That's why I was like, I'm not even gonna try to get Strahd because it's the only safe way to do is just get you 2.
You blast these 2 with a flamethrower.
Mm-hmm.
They are incinerated. Both of them. They were really low on health from before, from those hits.
How are our horses doing?
Our horse in the way.
Oh yeah.
Someone's dead.
The horse also succeeded on its dex save, so it's going to take 5 fire
Horses
damage.
have more than 5 health, right?
It does have more than 5 hit points, yes. But the horse goes...
The horse hates me.
Yeah.
It actually hates the scorpion. It doesn't know what that is.
Oh, fuck. Great.
Knowing it won't do anything, I'm gonna pull out my pistol and at point blank range shoot Strahd.
Hell yes! Fuck yeah!
I'm gonna miss. I can feel it. That's 26 or 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I know this won't do any damage, but I have to. That's gonna be 8 damage, and I know it's not actually gonna do anything, but it would have been 8 damage, and I'm just literally point blank range, pull out gun, challenge completed.
So, boom, right at Strahd's chest.
Yeah.
And
No, face.
oh, face.
I'm going literally just
Great.
challenge completed.
Catches the bullet in his teeth.
Oh.
Fuck. Spits it on the ground in front of you. And as a legendary action, he is going to go and bite you again.
Yes. This is horrible. This is so fun.
Okay.
I'm
18
dead.
to hit.
Yeah.
I'm rolling terrible, but he has such a good plus to hit.
Take me down. I did what I had to do.
Woo!
Yes, I'm saving that.
5 piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm out.
Oh boy.
And
Oh.
I'm already down.
It told me.
Does that count as 1 round of damage though? Because like,
yeah.
so it's not gonna be like a death save. That's just I'm
No,
down.
no, but 17 damage total. 5 piercing and
I was already down.
12
from-
necrotic total.
Well,
Which
Yeah.
As long as it
so
doesn't
6,
surpass-
technically 6 necrotic. Because
I was already unconscious from the first hit, so that's what I'm saying. But it's 1 hit,
Yeah.
so it's I'm just unconscious. I haven't lost any saves.
right, but
Got it.
but your hit point maximum is reduced by 6 again.
Great.
Oh my
That's
God.
fine.
You're down.
Yep. But Franz is still technically able to do something as I realize I did this wrong, but he missed, so it's fine. As a reaction.
Okay.
So on his turn, he's gonna hop over here,
Okay.
and then
What? Wait, from over here?
yeah, he goes like
What's-
30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 if you're trying to go around the cart this way.
What if he hops on everyone's heads?
Actually, I guess no, I can't do that with him. I'm just gonna have him over me just in case, but I can't actually use him until I'm conscious again.
So you want him to go around the cart this way?
No, he's a fraud. He hops.
They do hop.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want him to be next to you?
Yeah, he's just gonna come over here by the bodies, because once I'm up, he can heal people, but I can't use him yet.
Oh yeah.
He's just coming over here.
Okay.
just gonna keep Arena some company, you know?
Cool.
That's all I can do.
Great. Corin, it's your turn. I need you to make a death save.
You're fine.
Pretty fine. It's gonna be just fine. I just
You're
roll a straight
fine.
d20. Nothing else.
Well, I was trying to stay alive because Franz could done another Spare the Dying.
It's an 8.
That fails. You have one failed death save.
So close to Franz being super helpful, but not quite
Not
there.
this time. Maybe next time.
And as another
We'll get there.
legendary action after Corin's turn, Strahd is going to turn and claw attack at
Oh,
Tornir.
okay. No, that's fine. I was going to say, have a whole spiel and stuff with the Tucker.
17 to hit.
Yeah, we reached final boss
17
pretty
is
quickly,
not.
didn't we?
Okay,
Just
doesn't
speedrunning
hit.
this
You know, I
campaign.
really thought killing the henchman would make him be like, you protected her the way I expected. See you
I would like to
later.
point out that
I was
Corin
really-
has Spare the Dying as a cantrip,
Same.
and
I was literally about to use it on you.
I was waiting.
So as Strahd lunges in, you take your painted shield and swat him away, and he recoils and says, I guess you're not so stupid after all.
It's really just a tactic to make your enemies think you're dumb. I'm surprised you didn't see that one coming.
It's your turn, Tornir.
I'm gonna slowly walk past him. And while I'm walking, I'm gonna go, so, this is fun and all. Your sons are dead. 3 or so of us are also down. Didn't even fight today. Dinner tomorrow?
Good boy. And Strahd will turn into a bat. Make a circle around you and fly off towards the castle.
Immediately trying to stabilize everybody.
Okay, great.
I'm keeping the carriage.
Yeah, the carriage is unmoved. Cool. So I think we'll take our break a little bit early
Yeah.
today, and we'll pick up after this. So we're gonna go on break after our first encounter with Strahd, and we'll be right back.
Woo!
All right, welcome back to Abyssal Clucks as we continue Curse of Strahd, Session 3. Our party just had their first encounter with the Count Strahd von Zarovich along the road to Valaki. And as we currently have it, Ismark is down but stable. Corin and Amaya are both unconscious. Sabine is barely clinging to consciousness. As Strahd disappears, Irina kicks the side of the cart. Damn it! Ismark! Oh my goodness. She looks at you, Tornir. I don't know how to heal people. How do we stabilize them?
Just Tori don't know how to help people.
I think we regulate heartbeats
That's too
and
cute.
Oh my god, you don't know how to do it. Oh my
It's
god.
fine. Look, I'm gonna go over to.
Is he breathing? And she checks Ismark to see if he's breathing, and he is. She's like, oh, okay. I need each of you to make a death save.
Oh, I was gonna go to Gordon first.
Like each of us, or just one?
Oh, do not roll a 1.
Save.
10.
Save. So that's one failure, one success,
Yep.
and one success.
I go over to Gordon and I try my best to stabilize.
Roll a medicine check.
Please don't roll a 1 and make it worse.
I don't think that's how that works.
Oh,
I
yeah.
roll a 3.
You're like,
Me next.
Figure out this.
Sabine, are you coming back?
No, I'm inspecting this carriage to see if I can.
God damn it.
What?
What are you drinking?
Rum.
You're drinking straight rum.
Fuck yeah!
I was gonna add some coke.
Oh yeah!
Hell yeah! There's
Awesome, that works too.
It's a character choice.
Yeah,
it's
Oh,
a
no.
character. Thank you very much.
Technically, we're not allowed to have brand name stuff.
Oh, it's actually it's just Peps.
It's Beppis.
Peppies.
Beppis.
Meepus.
Beepus. The Beepus.
Yeah. Anyway, I am inspecting this carriage to see if I can just investigate it for
Roll an investigation check.
very much. That is an 8.
So, you don't really get much about this carriage. It is unmoving. The horses don't even pay you any mind. As you open the interior of the carriage, you find an envelope, a sealed envelope, lying on the seat to the carriage. It has all 4 of your names on the front of the envelope. It's addressed to you. You open the envelope?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Inside, it says, "My friends, know that it is I who have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid you dine at my castle, so that we can meet in civilized surroundings. Your passage here will be a safe one. I await your arrival. Your host, Strahd von Zarovich." So, I think he wanted to make sure that you got your dinner invitation one way or another.
I'm still in the carriage, right?
You are still in the carriage.
Playing, but are any decorations, any weapons?
It is about as bare bones. Yeah, it is all black on the interior as well. Sort of black polished wood for the seats. There's no compartments or anything that you can discern, especially not with an 8.
How about horses? Am I able to roll animal handling on horses to see if I can befriend them or if they're demon
Yeah,
horses?
they don't even look at you as you approach.
It's an improvement.
You can roll animal handling. Not 1?
Yes.
That's okay because they don't do anything.
Oh.
They don't seem to. You can barely tell that they're breathing. They seem very fixed.
Waving my hand in front of their eyes,
No movement.
slap them gently.
No response.
Hold a little mirror to the nostrils to see if it fogs up.
They're breathing.
Oh, good. Get on one. I just listen to harness. Just on the side. Yeah.
Doesn't move.
Take up my crowbar and gently begin just prodding them on the neck, just trying to get any reaction out of them. It's for their safety. I just want to make sure that they're like not in some kind of state of.
And almost
shock.
robotically, as you take the crowbar out and try to prod at it, the one that you're riding throws you. It rears back and almost it's almost dispassionate. It's almost just like it knocks you off the side. You take.
Holy shit. How much? 2?
3.
Bye!
3 fall damage.
I'm like. It's like 5 feet off the ground.
Bye!
Yeah.
But it's because you rolled a nat 1. It's like it
Oh, okay.
throws you.
Yeah.
Not fall damage, bludgeoning damage from
Oh,
the
okay.
ground, but yeah.
Great, I'm out.
Alright,
What
let's check
the?
quick.
Hey, what the fuck was that?
Irina, while you're going to check Corin, is running over to try to check Amaya. Be grateful for your girl Irina.
Yeah.
With an 18, stabilizes you, Amaya.
Yeah.
Nice.
and looks up and sees Sabine get thrown from the horse, and she goes, oh, God. You go check!
I'm checking.
You did
Okay.
If we die,
We didn't die. You and I didn't die. You're talking to the one person that didn't die.
Okay.
Okay.
oh Trey.
I run over to Sandy.
Okay. This is so good. I need you to roll a death save for me.
Alrighty. Here. That is a 12. Do I add anything?
Nope, that's a success.
Nice.
And Arena is going to check you to see if she can stabilize you, Corin. You're good, 19. Arena is coming in clutch
So I have 0?
for y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm at 0.
you are at 0 hit points.
Whew.
Roll a medicine check to try to stabilize Sabine.
2.
Do you not have anything to medicine?
No.
Do you have a healer?
I got this.
The 2 people who are unconscious.
Roll a second death save as Irina finishes with Corin and approaches.
It's 15.
That's another success. Not so good with the medicine check from Arena this time. It's a 7. So I need you to roll another death save for me.
Man, you got this.
Oh, me?
Yep.
You're fine. That's cocked.
Let's cock. Roll it again.
Okay.
Nice.
14.
That's 3 successes. You're stable.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I still
So
So I mean, it's a long rest to get back to our full. Like I know, like we'll eventually start getting health back, but it's a long rest before we can get up to our max again. Cool. All right.
Yep. So, Tornir,
Yes.
you and Arena are the only ones conscious.
Oh.
I have a question. Am I at 1 or 0? hit points?
Should hit 0.
Okay. Sorry,
Stay
I'm gonna put it at 1 because it's doing something really weird.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't like it.
Yeah, it doesn't like it. It like puts me on automatic death.
It's like, no.
Death saves. It's
Yeah,
like,
no.
no, you're still dead. And I'm like, no, I'm not. We're good. It's gonna say it's 1, but I know it's 0.
That's
Sorry,
fine.
just wanted to clarify.
Knows we have to keep going. We have to get to somewhere safe. We need to get everyone in the cart, and I will drive us.
Alright. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll start driving Sandy.
Okay. Well, she'll help you. The 2 of you together managed to load the 4 unconscious bodies into the wagon. Is your cannon dispelled when you get knocked unconscious?
I can't use it, but I don't know if I should.
Just sits idly.
Do unconscious people dream?
I would assume.
Man, I had to air into one,
Number
right?
1. Number 2. Do I have to be?
It weirdly says that it.
Okay.
It weirdly does not make any reference to me being conscious or not, but it does disappear after an hour, anyways.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
So
By the cannon.
So the 4 unconscious bodies plus Tornir in the back, along with the Scorpion Cannon and Franz. It's quite a party at the back of the wagon. Irina takes her brother's place at the front of the wagon and begins to spur the horse forward, who is trotting forward a little more feebly on its burnt front leg.
Right.
Right.
Because it's badly burnt.
I didn't say. You didn't say badly burned.
Likely
Is
singed
it bloody?
horse. Likely singed horse.
Is the horse bloody?
No, the horse is not bloody.
LHS.
Okay.
It's cocked. Okay. The next hour goes by uneventfully.
Jesus.
Are we rolling ourselves for how long do we get our 1 hit point?
No, I will say that the equivalent of a short rest.
It's only a D4, so I'm saying, like, are you setting that, or should we roll it? Or...
Everybody roll a d4. I will roll one for Ismark as well.
1.
Nice.
Or-
Yeah.
2 hit points. Okay.
No, that's how long until we get 1 hit point back.
Oh.
How many
Right.
hours?
Oh, it takes 4 hours to get.
Yeah.
It's a
So
1d4.
you regain consciousness after 4 hours.
I'm gonna regain consciousness after 3 hours.
And after 1, so after this
Ismark
first hour.
after 2. So
okay.
you, then Ismark, then you,
Yes.
then City.
I'm awake now at 1 hit
So
point.
you're conscious now.
Yes.
Oh.
Just barely.
And your cannon is gone.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, you're awake.
How are you feeling?
That was fun.
Okay, you got some messed up issues, got it.
Are you insane?
Okay.
You shot him point blank.
Well, yeah.
I don't know whether to be impressed or concerned.
I think she
To be
wants
honest,
both.
I knew it wouldn't do anything. I thought that since we killed all his goonies, that we like finished the challenge and he was gonna leave soon. So I was kind of just doing it for fun.
I don't think that was a challenge from him. If anything, I think that was
No,
just
he pretty explicitly said he wanted to see if we were worthwhile protectors, and therefore was sending these things to mess with us to see if we were worthy of protecting the arena, which we more or less proved we could, ish. We gotta work on communication and actually not letting half the party go down, but we did it.
You all have not fought together.
I have no idea who these people are.
Oh, I see. I at least thought that you were an adventuring group of some sort.
No, I was running a work errand. I'm a mechanic.
I see. Well, I suppose Ismark didn't have much choice. I appreciate your efforts nonetheless, but
I'm also lethal. I don't know if you saw all the damage I just did.
yes,
So-
your toys are very interesting. Well, I suppose the rest will wake soon.
It's important to note that while Corin is like just passed out, fangs are completely visible.
Yeah.
That's not.
Oh, what time of day is it?
It's coming up. It's
Oh,
it's
wow, I missed
the
that.
like it's like midday.
So it's just Yumi and his marker.
So like we're not gonna sleep too soon.
Not really.
Just waiting for us to wake up.
I'm gonna spend a cure wounds on Ismark.
Roll hit point. Roll healing
Was it
for
a
the
D8?
Ismark. Should be a D8. Should be a D8
Plus
plus your spellcasting modifier.
It is. Okay. Just spellcasting ability modifier, so not like the. Okay. Yes.
Hmm?
I don't know what this is. Where's my
Yours is
D8?
intelligence, right? So we add your intelligence modifier.
That is gonna be 8 health.
And Ismark.
Oh, but I'm gonna do it through Franz. I don't want him to know I can do that.
Okay. So Franz goes over and like full Yoshi licks on Ismark, and he wakes up screaming. I thought I was dead. Thank you. Whoever healed me.
It's Franz.
Is he gone?
For now, yes.
Irina, I'm fine. I'm fine. And Ismark just sits with his face in his hands. That was... He's more powerful than I realized. I suppose I should have known with all the spies and the curse on the land, but I have never faced him up close. It feels hopeless. I'm sorry, Irina. I meant to protect you. You threw yourself in harm's way. It is more than I could ask of anyone. You could have just as easily let him take me, but you did not. And for that I love you. Ismark doesn't respond. The next hour goes by uneventful as you guys are traveling along the road in the woods. Ismark silent, Irina silent, until Karin wakes up.
Corn would be 3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours. That's a whole other hour.
Yeah. We would have been separated, but
I
Right,
figured
you
our-
Ismark, right?
yeah.
Mark was in an hour earlier.
Yeah.
Still silent.
You guys got so lucky it was cocked and then it rolled into some of that meant you don't have to face anything. The third hour of
I'm sure resting.
Oh, yeah. Can we
you can short rest, absolutely.
That's
It's cocked.
Same number.
Same- yeah.
Cool. So 2 die to get up to my current max, which is 6.
Okay.
Can't I second wind
You can second wind.
before the short rest?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Fighters are great.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Okay. As you continue into the third hour of your travel, the trees become a little less sparse, and you make it. Hold on, let me look at my map really quick.
What up? This side of the table is
What's up,
just
unconscious?
unconscious.
Dead.
Woo! Yeah.
Miss Keisha. Oh my gosh, she's fucking dead.
Oh
So
my
how
gosh, she
come
fucking
enhanced
did.
I have.
You come to the road intersects. You actually finally see the river. The trees thin out to your right, and you see the river that's been flowing alongside of you this whole time. It goes underneath an old stone bridge that seems to be crumbling and falling apart. The road goes up to the left so that you can cross over the bridge. And as you do, you see on the other side of the bridge a large waterfall. Seemingly the waterfall that the old Vistani man was speaking of in his story earlier. And you look behind you to the right, and Castle Ravenloft is visible across a very large stretch of clear that slowly slopes upward. Let's see what happens. Okay. As the third hour comes to a close, as you guys make your way towards Valaki, Corin awakes. And Corin also wakes up screaming.
Oh god.
Oh. Good afternoon. Yes, hello. Yes, you're fine.
Did we call the things by the way? I know they were
Fine.
visible, but like, did we?
What's your passive perception?
Like 11.
12. That's good enough. You would
Not
have clocked
11?
it. You would have clocked it, yeah.
We're just breathing really hard. Just
Is 11? I'm sorry. Is 12 it or is 11?
12.
I just kind of
I
shake my head and they
Right,
snap back.
12 sees it, 11 doesn't.
That's what I'm okay.
Yep.
They snap.
You alright, Colin?
Glad to feel alive.
That's one dog.
Glad to feel.
Yeah, wasn't pleasant for anybody, but we all not unscathed, but
I feel exhausted.
yeah. You
You're looking funny at me, friend. Why?
no reason, just bit weird. Your attacking styles are unfamiliar. You kind of snapped at them, no?
I mean, would, wouldn't they? Oh, my head.
Rest. It's been a long couple of days.
Oh god, Sandy is still out. I mean, Sabine, whatever the fuck her name is.
Excuse me?
Sabine.
You weren't paying much attention during the fortune teller, were you?
Oh god, no.
I was kind of focused on my painting.
Like, Corin just starts
Sorry.
looking at her, just starts going like this.
Yeah, they're all there. You know, after a long night's sleep, one thinks about losing people.
Yeah. Okay. Where are we? Oh,
Well, we're still on the way. Not sure how far out are we from
are we safe?
Valakis.
Saraki? Yes.
We
Safe as we can be.
I don't know. We still have to make it through another section of wood and past the windmill.
Alright, I'm going to cast, you just see, Corin kind of start to motion her hands, and I'm going to cast False Light on myself. Which is going to give me 11 hit points.
Okay.
And see, like, any color that would have drained in just slightly drains into my cheeks again.
Cool.
I just see more alive.
Okay. At the close of this 4th hour,
I can do the same thing.
you guys are approaching another set of large gates, similar to the ones that you approached heading into the village of Barovia, but it seems they're on the other side of the gate, leaving this area that seems to encompass the castle and the village of Barovia, protected within this wall. And as you're approaching the gate, Sabine wakes up.
Am I screaming? I'm not really
You
a
are
screamer.
screaming. That's okay, you don't have to scream, but
Well, like Sabine isn't.
you technically should have screamed as well. So like anytime someone comes to consciousness, it's as if they're awaking from a terrible nightmare.
Okay.
Get ready, because I'm going to practice these screams.
Sabine can't physically
I
scream.
think it makes sense
Okay.
if I wasn't told to scream. I think I'm a cold sweat kind of gal.
I'm very sweaty and cold as well.
Yeah. So Sabine shoots up, sweating, but is conscious, and you are all awake now.
Oh god, wow. That was that was a lot. Anyone else still unconscious? Oh good, we all woke up at the same time.
Yep. All
No.
the
Great.
same exact timing.
Crazy.
What's
No.
the point of lying right now? A couple of us woke up before you, Sabine.
Anyone else see that ringing, or is that just me?
No. I
It's
mean,
just me.
it's probably your head. Snooze when you watered.
Water.
You're Sabine.
Let me check my bag. I'm sure I have something.
I don't water skin.
I would say everyone has a water skin.
Yeah.
Okay, Sabine, drink some
Drink
water.
your own
Right.
water.
Drink your own water.
We're not that close yet. Yeah, with the germs.
No.
I don't know what diseases you have.
To be fair, I did see you with a crowbar about a few meters from a horse.
What? No, I was massaging.
You were massaging
Well, I was-
the horse with a crowbar?
I was bleeding out and you were massaging a horse.
I was trying to activate its pressure point to determine if it was still alive or not.
You were trying
Other
to
people
hit
were
the horse.
were almost unalive.
Well, I was really
That
far
weren't
away.
horses.
I didn't see you. I thought you had Strahd under control.
Wait, did,
I don't know if you're an
did
incompetent
Ravenloft
fighter
die?
or just an asshole, but
I'm not.
don't do that again.
The trees are blocking the way. Could I see the fight from there?
Yeah, you could see it.
Oh, okay. I feel really bad. Sorry, guys. I won't.
Well, there must have been a reason you went to the carriage.
Well, yeah, I was trying to distract Strahd so that he would leave you guys, and I
See?
could.
Good intention.
Yeah, I actually was trying to get Strahd away from you
I
guys.
just want to put on the table that Strahd's not dumb enough to get distracted by us messing with his horses.
I thought.
Or anything, really?
I thought they were his horses.
But dumb enough to leave after getting shot in the face?
I already completed his challenge. I thought we were done.
I don't believe that he wanted to kill us.
Yeah, if he wanted to kill us, we'd be dead. He was toying with us. He wanted to prove a point about Arena.
That she's easy to get to. He
Well,
could
why
have.
didn't
He
you
could
just
have
kill
her. He could have had her if he wanted to take her.
I think we gave him slightly more of the fight than he expected, and we will regroup and get our shit together.
Why
They
are
make
you
it a lot
looking
harder
at me?
next
Why
time.
was that pointed at me? I was the only
At this
one
point, you
out
guys
of
are
the four.
passing underneath the portcullis, which raises on its own
Oh, nice.
to let you through.
I'm switching invocation, by the way. I'm moving to my enhanced defense on my armor. Oh,
Okay.
my AC F1.
Okay.
As
As you-
Franz disappears.
Franz disappears. As the portcullis closes behind you, you turn back and you see a similar sight of two headless statues of armor carved in stone guarding the entrance to the gate. Ismark, read this, I believe. Well, we are getting further away, which with each passing second. That gives me some momentary relief. We should find somewhere to camp. I don't know that we will make it to Valaki by nightfall. We might want to try our luck at the windmill or nearby.
By the windmill, do you mean the windmill that's haunted by that old lady who, you know...
Not haunted. She's a hag, not
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
she haunts it. She, like, that's
She roams.
occupied.
occupied. Sure.
You mean Morganta?
Yeah, she's a real bundle of ass, isn't she?
Who's Morganta?
Oh, a hag that tried to poison us earlier. And kidnap a small child.
Oh,
She
good
did
God.
give us free snacks, though, so that was nice.
No. Did you take
They're
them?
drugs. No, they're right here. I open up, I guess there's probably 5 left because I experimented on one.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna I wanna go over and take a look.
It looks like a Danish.
I don't think it looked that tasty.
They're primarily like a psychedelic hallucinogen kind of,
Oh, okay.
but they're very addictive. So you get addicted, and then it turns to the point where you sell your own children to get more. Solid business practice, but
That is awful.
yeah, it is. A lot of bad shit going on in that town.
Well, yeah.
So maybe we camp in the woods?
Yeah, I would love to deal with that after we've rested.
I see.
I agree with Amaya. I think we should take a rest before we...
Yeah, it's getting later in the afternoon. It's not quite sunset yet, but it's getting close. So as of right now, you guys are in a fairly open stretch. You pass through a section of woods. You continue on.
Oh, great.
Ismark says, I don't know whether the woods are more or less protective. Who knows what could be hiding in them, but who knows what could find us if we are out in the open.
Strawberry
Well,
attack
if we
is
climb a
nuts.
tree... Sorry.
Sorry, no, go ahead, Sandy.
No, you can go ahead.
No, finish your point.
Oh, great. Okay, so if we all climb a tree, I could tie us down with the hempen rope I have in my satchel.
I see.
Plenty of creatures can fly and climb, but
I feel like it'll be safer, though, than if we're on the ground.
I think if we all sleep in the wagon,
you're still riding in the wagon.
Right. Sleep in the wagon, take watch at the helm. If anything comes, person taking watch corrects the horse forward.
We should take watch 2 at a time. One person
course.
driving, and the other.
Yeah. I can take first.
Okay. We should make a fire and eat something, and then we should go to bed.
Agreed.
I take out the remainder of my sausages.
Yeah, Ismark gets to work building. He goes into the woods and collects tinder and smaller like brush to start building a fire. You guys are right on the edge of the woods, so you sort of like bring the cart around once off the road a little ways off to the side. Ismark builds a fire, and you all sit around the fire. The mood is solemn. The reality of your own mortalities after an encounter with Strahd, first and foremost on your minds, how easily your life can be taken away from you. But as you sit around the warmth of the fire and you get some food in your bellies, things begin to lighten up. The further away you are from the castle Ravenloft, you're on the other side of a set of woods from the castle. You can't even see it from where you are right now. And that provides some comfort. Irina loosens up, and she starts poking fun at Ismark a little bit. She's like, look, I know you apologized already, but she's like, God damn, like if one shot and he takes you down, like, thank God they had the rest of them here, otherwise I would have been up in the castle by now. And he goes, shut up, I know. It's like, I didn't realize how strong he was going to be. She's like, well, that is your fault, brother. She's like, hopefully the Abbey will be much more well equipped to handle him than you are. And she like gives him a playful shove. He's like, you know, I always told Father that taking you in was a bad idea, but...
So, not blood related?
Not blood related.
I heard rated. Blood rated?
Blood ratings, something Strahd could definitely give everybody.
And Irina sort of like, you know, withdraws a little bit back. She tucks her hair behind her ear. Apparently, my father... He's my father, whether he is one of my blood parents or not. He found me wandering in the mist as a child. I don't really remember much of that time or before. And Ismark jumps in. I remember some of it. I remember him coming home with her one day and me thinking it was a big joke that he was getting one of the local village children to play a prank on me, and my mother had passed, giving birth to me. So I didn't think that it was possible that I could have a sister, but there she was. She was scared for the first few months or so. She would have terrible nightmares and wake up and not remember a thing, but she was strong and smart and curious.
When did the Count first take notice of her?
Not too long ago. A few months ago, he paid a visit to the village at nighttime. And It was one of the few stupid occasions that we dared to celebrate openly. So Strahd decided to pay a visit. And Iria interrupts. And he saw me and would not stop staring at me. I didn't know how to behave, so I did my best to ignore him. And a few nights later, he paid a call to my house. And now that I think about it, Alan Olinsky let him in. He sat down to dinner, which he did not eat any of, and wine, which he did not drink any of. And I felt his eyes burning into me the whole time. I thought he was trying to enchant my father. He kept saying strange words that hung in the air with sweetness and sharpness, but my father did not seem to be affected. But he was already let into the house. And the following night, he came to my room. And he looked at me with those eyes that I looked at full on for the first time. And I went numb. And I stood there as he...
It's okay, Luna. You did not need to kill us more.
But it happened again. Months later. I thought he had got what he wanted. A few weeks ago, he came back and did the same thing. And the following time that they came to my house, I refused him and he left.
Elena, you keep touching your neck.
He fed from me. I feel so weak. I was not strong enough to stop him.
There was no one strong enough to stop you, Dimas. It was not your fault.
I should have been stronger.
There's no way to be stronger. A creature like that will always have the upper hand.
I suppose.
You are strong to be here.
If you say so. I wish he were dead.
That's something we all wish.
Won't be too long now.
What prevents him from coming back?
A vampire must be invited inside. And once I refused him an invitation, he could not enter my home.
I mean, from death.
I don't know.
Well, that's just a speculation, just a thought. But I'm sure that once we figure it out, that all things will be settled down.
We can only hope. Hope is all that most people seem to have, and most people don't even have that anymore.
I think hope's overrated.
I think hope is what drives us.
I don't disagree. I hope that one day this whole land and all of my people will be free. Free to see other things and live other lives and I don't know if I sound like a child.
Alive.
But alive.
To being alive.
To being alive.
I think it is time for bed.
What did it?
Ismark says, I will take first watch with you. And who will we be waking for the second?
You can wake me.
And Irina raises her hand, also, the second watch. And then you two are taking third watch.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm climbing a tree and tying myself onto a branch.
Alright, Katniss.
I mean, I can't sleep on the ground. It's just, it doesn't feel right.
That's, you know, to each their own. Especially with sleep.
Alright, cat piss Everclear.
Ismark puts the fire out. And
We don't have to keep the fire going through the night?
I think the embers. No?
Maybe just the others, yes.
The embers.
that's fine. I don't want a beacon. Nighttime is the
Yes.
most active time here in Barovia. So,
Gotta get sleep while we can.
As soon as I tighten it, I'm out with light.
okay.
Just like this.
I will be painting while watching.
And Ismark is sharpening his sword.
Corin goes immediately to bed.
I like pretty much go to bed sitting, like I'm like power down. Like I literally like.
Corin curls into a ball. Like straight up a ball.
Tornir,
Yes.
as you and Ismark take watch, I need you to make a perception check for me.
No, can't do that.
Well, I will roll for Ismark.
Perception is going to be a 14.
Okay. You're about an hour into your watch.
Okay.
Of about, let's say, 3 hours or so. And you hear snapping of branches in the wood behind you. And you hear voices whispering to each other. You barely see the flicker of a torchlight through the trees. And Ismark darts into the trees. And he comes back a minute later. Those are Barovian villagers. Well, I don't know what they're doing in these woods.
As far as the way, I believe they're scouts. They've also come from.
Or they're spies.
Yes.
God damn it.
Well, the thing is, we're not the only people wanting to leave. But if they're spies,
We can't be sure. We should distract them.
yes, I can go a ways away. I'll set up a decoy. I'm very colorful. I will.
But what
stay
what if they give chase?
If they give chase, then we know.
There are 4 of them.
Oh, there's 4. Okay. Well, they give chase. You wake the others. And
Is there
then
not? And he's looking around. And he's like playing with like some rocks. He's like, could we not make a noise or some other without it?
we could. Give me a second.
We have to think quickly. I think they're coming this way.
Yes. How far in the woods would you say there?
Maybe 50 yards. Maybe less at this point.
Okay.
Maybe 100 feet.
How convincing would you say that my voice is to maybe a fellow Barovian?
I would say that most Barovians keep to themselves so that it is as good a shot as any.
Okay. I'm gonna go into the woods. If they are spies, perhaps we could pretend to be spies ourselves.
They will know me. They know my father.
They don't know me.
But you don't dress like a Barovian.
But then they won't see me. It's just a voice in the woods.
Yell. If you are in danger, I will wake the others.
Of course.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
I'm going to sneak into the woods.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Didn't think about that one.
Oh, you're disadvantaged, right?
Because of how brightly colored.
Yeah, that's the disadvantage. 7.
You go into the woods and you bring your shield and everything with you. At one point you're walking and your glaive clangs against your shield. You hold. You hear the voices stop.
Brothers?
Who goes there?
Depends. One of us? One of men?
Make a persuasion check.
I will be using superiority die.
Makes sense.
It is a 24.
They go. Do you see anything?
No. A small carriage, but not what we're looking for. They seem to have gone a different way.
Fine. Maybe they're at the waterfall.
Seems like it. They were trying to get information, I hear. They were turned away.
Alright. Keep a lookout.
I'll stay here.
You hear the voices heading in the direction.
I wait for 5-10 minutes. Make sure that they're gone.
Okay?
And then head back.
You return to its mark. So,
Spies.
oh god.
They're gone. They're going to the waterfall.
Okay. I suppose we just stay alert.
We'll be fine for tonight. They just think it's a traveling family. Nothing of that concern.
Okay. You finish the rest of your watch, and you wake Irina and Corin.
I'm going to tell them. So during the night, a group of 4 spies presumably came.
Barovian villagers. Seeking who knows what, but probably working for Strahd.
I made contact and turned them away. If you hear more, wake me.
Does this count as a short rest? What we just did, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. Okay. So you sit there with Irina. Make a perception check for me.
Sure.
Absolutely. Throw it in the fire.
It's gonna be 10.
Okay. So you sit with Irina on your watch. I'm sorry I made such a display before.
It's okay. It's alright. You've gone through much.
Yes, but I feel like it should have hardened me in some way. There should be numb to this by now.
Some things don't ever fail to shock the senses.
I guess it is good to know that I am still feeling.
Yes. To feel pain is to be human. To feel fear is to be human. You see Strahd, he's not human. He has nothing. And that is a condition worse than death itself.
Even when he visited me, it was not as if he really desired me, but more like a compulsion. Like he needed. There was no lust or envy, just cold, mechanical hunger.
I suppose it makes sense, but that is bizarre. But how he talks about you and
I feel that I don't know why, but I complete I complete something for him, but I don't know what.
odd.
Yes.
It's as much as I can say. It's terrible, and you know these things.
Tell me of your home.
Well, it was much like this. Without the gloom. Forests. Mountain. Very small and village-like and quiet. I believe this place would be much like it if it didn't have Strahd. A happy, small living.
That is nice. I forget sometimes that happy places exist.
I forget myself.
Were you not happy there?
I have not been home in many years.
I see.
I suppose going out into the world, you learn things are not as peaceful and quiet and beautiful as you would hope they were.
I wouldn't know, I haven't been out in the world. But I can understand. Going outside of the village is like visiting a new world for me.
I've learned so much in many years, and I've only been out of my hometown for several, but I knew nothing before leaving. I knew nothing.
I'm so glad. I feel so much the same way. I feel like as if I had done nothing.
But you know, you become content with the ins and outs. Bring in the water, make the foods.
Have dinner with your father.
And then there's a whole world out there, and to learn what it is both terrible and beautiful at the same time. I hope you get that chance, Lena. Truly.
I hope you get the chance to return home.
I don't know, but thank you.
No.
I can never go back. I've made my peace with it. I think. I've never had the chance to go back, so I don't know what I would do if I did.
I have seen so many impossible things in just this place. I do not believe that it is impossible for you to go home.
My family think I am dead. Were I to return, it would be a big shock.
I'm sure they would be overjoyed to know that you live.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to pry.
No, it is okay. If I return, it means something terrible has happened to me, and they know that.
I see.
My family are believers of a great and rigid God. Should I come back, it would be their duty to make sure that I was put in the ground.
Well, I don't pretend to understand what you mean. I know that family, for all of its nuisances and shortcomings, there is a bond there. People cling to their families when they have nothing else. I believe that your family still loves you.
I should certainly hope so.
The rest of your watch passes much the same way.
Is anybody dreaming?
Oh yeah, everybody dreaming.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You smell all these dreams, girl.
Well, I mean, like,
Corin just gets more and more visibly
Do electric
uncomfortable as the
sheep.
time passes. Just very fidgety. Just very more increasingly fidgety.
Okay. At the end of your watch, you wake up Amaya and Sabine. And Irina passes on the information about the Barovian spies. And she and Corin head to bed.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, well,
What did we say the limit was 48 hours without eating?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you fed last night.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. Timer on fine. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Corin just goes away from everyone else and curls up. Goes to bed.
Okay.
Yep.
So you wake up Sabine in her tree nest.
Yeah.
I crawl. Do I have to crawl up the tree? You know what? No, I'm gonna try to find a rock on the ground, like a small one, like a pebble.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm just gonna
Nice.
throw it at Sabine. Do I have to make a check to see if it actually hits
Did I
her?
actually take damage?
No, I'm not trying to damage you.
Pebble.
Just a light bonk.
Yeah, just make a dexterity check.
That's gonna be 8.
Like, yeah, it hits you. Barely. But you get woken up. No screaming, because this is from sleep.
Yeah.
But what if I did have I might have had a nightmare, I don't know.
Sabine, get the hell out of the tree, please.
What? Oh, God.
Can you just
What time is it?
get down? It doesn't matter. I need to go to bed. Can you just?
It's a few hours before
Yes,
sunrise.
I'm gonna tie myself and just swing down from the tree.
Are you staying in the tree?
I'll go down. Unless you wanna come up here. I don't know.
I'm
No,
gonna
okay,
go
I'm on the
crawl.
ground.
Just go to bed.
Cool.
Oh, so,
I need the two of you to make perception checks for me.
That's not gonna go. 14. Better than I expected.
It's better than
11.
passive. You hear a lone wolf howl that rings through the night, and it chills you, but it doesn't repeat.
Sure is a quiet night, isn't it?
I mean, besides a wolf tormenting.
What?
You can hear that?
No.
It's probably fine. So why are you lying about your name?
Am I what now?
Lying about your name.
What about my name?
Sabine.
That is a name. It's not my name.
It is though. I don't really care. I'll keep calling you Sandy, but they're pretty similar. Seems like an unnecessary change.
I had a cousin named Sabina. I don't know if I'm talking about her, but
You keep lying. I'm not gonna believe you.
who told you my name was Sabine?
We got the fortune teller.
Well, yeah, but she's
Sabine of
talking
many
metaphors.
faces, actually. No,
What?
many faces.
Because I'm an actor? I don't know. I mean,
I would guess you probably also have Disguise Self, but
I'm a
that's
struggling
not
actor.
particularly special, so...
But yeah, I'm nipped out in theater during
Illusion
Waterdeep.
magic, or...
I mean, it was more showmanship and makeup than anything else, but...
I don't buy it.
Does she buy it? Am I convincing her? Or, I guess... What don't you buy about me?
Your name? Anything about you? Like I said, I'm not judging. I'm just curious what you're running from and if it's gonna come bite us all in the ass or not.
I'm not running from anything. If anything, I should be running back toward Waterdeep because I have some unfinished business.
Like what?
You know? Well, you know, in my acting days, I might have made a few enemies who would be very unhappy to hear that I had suddenly went Waterdeep without notifying them.
They're enemies, but they want you around.
Yeah. So they can keep an eye on me.
Wouldn't it be easier if you were gone?
Not really. I mean, I have some debts I need to pay off.
To the people that hate you.
Yeah, that's why they hate me.
Huh. So your enemy's your boss.
Not boss. I mean, I do jobs for them, but
That's a boss.
well, yeah, it's more like a mutual partnership, really.
If you're working for them, they're your boss.
Well, working with them, it's just that they get most of all of the cut. So
Wouldn't it be for the best that you left them? Don't have to deal with that anymore?
well, yeah, but these
can't
people
hurt you
need a
here.
way of tracking other people down.
Not here.
That's true, but I don't want to stay here. I mean, it's
But yeah, when you get back, there's no need to go back to Waterdeep.
I don't know. The people you wouldn't know the people I'm in trouble with, or they don't. They're not the kind to forgive and forget.
Which makes you useful enough that they'd still rather keep you alive after pissing them off.
Or kill me to make an example of me.
And they didn't do that either.
Well, they will now. mean,
I don't think they will, which means you must have some really special talents that you're hiding from us.
I am a very good actor.
You're not,
Hard
so
to
it's
believe
more
it.
than that.
Well, what? Oh, okay. Well, maybe not now, but you know, like when I'm on stage, I'm, you know, I'm more of a character actor. Like I don't really.
I'm gonna figure it out, Sabine.
Well, what about your deal? You've got a robot or a, I don't know the term robot, right? You have a mechanical arm and.
Correct.
I don't need to probe, but were you in an accident or something? Was there
No, always been like this.
always?
Always.
Like since you were a kid?
Never was a kid.
How does that work exactly?
How about question for a question?
I mean, you had like 15 questions and I
And you
just
answered
treated-
almost none of them.
Okay.
How long you been in Waterdeep?
About 4 years now.
Your turn.
How long have you been in Waterdeep?
A couple months. When did you make this connection with your boss, not boss enemy?
A couple months in, actually. I usually don't stay in one place for more than a few months, but
Go.
oh right, it's my turn. Oh god, I'm tired. So, that metal, can you remove it?
Have a good mirror.
I'm guessing that's a no.
It's remove it?
Yeah.
Oh no, there's
Oh,
nothing. I mean, if you want to see my organs, but
Oh, okay. Are your
I
organs-
actually kind of do like pry a piece, and you see like it is mostly mechanical on this arm, but there is like a couple bits of maybe is that real bone, maybe there's some blood flowing through, like some channel in which like a tube of blood is going through instead of veins.
Sabine's very freaked out.
Really?
Whoa!
I
like,
am
Clamp it back
uncomfortable.
into place.
I'm trying to hold down my sausages.
Okay.
Your
You
turn.
can make a constitution save. To not puke.
That's 5.
You puke a little bit.
Oh.
You
Swallow it
see like it's not that where like you try, but it's already in your mouth.
Oh, that's the worst. That's literally.
And you know that like it's either swallow it again or let it out.
Sabine swallows.
I'm not going to consider, like, even verbally mention the implications of eating so many sausages anymore in this campaign.
Yeah.
So your talents are what, in subterfuge? I doubt it's in fighting.
Oh, you've never seen me fight. I mean, okay,
So
once.
what is your
but
primary talent for your employer?
primary talent is subterfuge. Like you said, I can get in places that people can't.
Your turn.
Where did you learn how to do that? All that building things, like your arm, your little frog buddy.
I was partially trained, partially self-taught. You say you can get into places other people can't. How?
Well, unlike most
Wait,
people in my trade, yes.
when you dropped to 0 hit points,
Does that count? Is it when you die or when you go unconscious?
When I die,
okay. Just making sure.
so unlike most people in my trade,
We'd have to go so far
I
back.
do my research.
A lot of retcon.
I like to figure things out before I go into a job. You know, some people are like so confident in themselves that they don't think they need to plan ahead of time, but I am a very good planner.
Alright.
Why would Strahd want you? More specifically, do you know how to do something that he would want to do to someone else, or even himself?
I mean, I'm lethal, I'm an inventor, and I'm an abomination. Take your pick.
You think if someone else knew how to do what you did, they could possibly... I don't really know how age works with you, but I'm guessing that
I've never
You're
had
either a
someone
lot
with my skill
older.
set. I'm definitely not older than anyone else.
or a lot younger than you look.
Younger. And you? Age?
Age? To be honest, I actually don't know.
If you had to guess.
Well, given my complexion and general youthful vigor, I believe you're 27.
Does Sandy look 27?
Yeah, Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy is older 20s.
I'd say younger.
Oh, thank you.
I'll have to figure out.
Wait. Yeah,
I know you think you look 27.
I mean, my memory's kind of hazy if I'm being honest.
Where do you travel before all this?
Travel just place to place, anywhere I can find work. Anyone can hire me.
That subterfuge work?
Yeah, mostly.
Your turn.
Think about this. Do you eat, all that stuff that we do you consider yourself human?
No,
Are you okay with that?
that's an extra question. I eat. I'm pretty sure you've seen me eat.
Yeah, that's true. Has she eaten? I mean, I've been snarfing out sausages since
Yeah.
I adventured, but
Yeah, you guys all sat down and had some food when the fire was
Right.
going for the rest. So technically, you guys have taken the equivalent of a long rest before your
Yeah.
watch. So
oh, nice.
yeah, you're technically long rested by the time your watch begins.
Yep.
Just for clarification's sake.
Nice.
I think I kind of let the conversation peter out at that point.
Cool.
Yeah.
The rest of your watch goes by fairly uneventfully as the sun rises.
Oh, I wake. You should shake your shoulder and
Cool.
clank some pots and pans together.
Everybody gains the benefits of a long rest. For those of you that had your hit point maximum reduced, you're back to your max hit points.
Nice.
So, you get back into the wagon as you wake up for the day. Is Mark taking over the reins again? And you head back onto the old Svalik Road, which is the name of the road. I don't think I've ever mentioned that, but
What is it?
the old Svalik Road. Most notably, you wake up and you see paw prints very close to your camp. Nothing said upon you, but you may have been watched.
Did anyone feel watched during the night?
I heard howling.
How many?
Just one.
Oh, that's not good.
One,
Yes.
One is okay.
just one. No,
No, one is
No, that
very
means it's a
bad.
very planned, watchful thing.
Yes.
Ah.
One howl.
wolves are on the travel in packs.
Yes.
No.
A howl is usually waiting for another howl. One howl
Means it was here to watch.
Oh god.
Well, yeah, one howl
But
means.
Strahd already knows
here.
where we are.
Yeah, that's no point in hiding from him.
No, but it means that he will also know where to find the arena if we don't prevent his spies from observing us. We have to be more careful.
Agree.
So now are we allowed to shoot on sight of all sentries? Because there was a little bit of disagreement about that last Raven.
I have no problem with.
No, that last
He
raven
knows we're
flew
here.
out to the tree line, otherwise I would have shot it down immediately.
Yeah, no, we.
Yeah.
I thought we wanted to take
No.
down Raven.
Definitely
We wanted to take down Raven.
mark all sentries.
Definitely,
Good to know.
if you see something that looks even the slightest bit like it might be a spy, if it's someone's looking at you strangely or noting your movements, we must be vigilant.
No, the disagreement was just about the barrier. And in a time situation, I would.
No, I mean that last one. We were trying to like sneak by it, and then we did shoot at it. So I just want to know
Right.
what the group agreement was on shooting the ravens, and I guess wolves.
I guess.
Yes, I have no issue with this. Unfortunately, there might be an animal or two that becomes collateral damage, but it is for the greater good. Good. All right, I suppose we continue.
Sounds good. I'm in the back of the cart, as far away from the
Are
horse
we-
as possible.
Are we trying to just go straight to the King?
Yes.
No distractions.
Okay. I know there was some interest in the windmill.
We'll burn it down when we come back. It's
I would.
I want to end whatever is going on there, but given our encounters, given that Strahd expects us at his place tonight, I think we need to be somewhere covered that we could deny him entry if we needed to. We're not seriously going to his
Oh.
castle tonight.
We weren't going to go.
Oh, I'm going.
I thought we.
I almost think that it would be. He does not seem to want to kill you. At least not now. Irina is not going.
Oh, of course
No,
not.
absolutely not.
No.
But I believe that there is value
Been gone?
in going. I have not been inside the castle. Maybe you can learn things.
The layout, at the very least.
Yes.
Draw a map.
Yes.
Any weaknesses?
Absolutely. See if there are any entry points that are less guarded. If they're.
I'll ask you about
we need
just run around the whole place.
we need all of the information that we can gather. Okay. It will be several hours before we are at the village, but we will probably reach there around midday.
Alright.
Do we have time to make it there and back?
If he is sending his carriage for you, I don't.
Oh, then we're fine.
Oh, great. Free ride. Can
But
Preston...
ideally, the carriage will pick us up not exactly where Arena's hiding, so we got to hustle.
Yes, we'll probably be at the fashion shop. The tailor?
You mean a place where you buy clothing?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
What?
yeah, none of us would have like, or at least I wouldn't have a change of clothes.
I have your accent. I have a change of
Great.
I don't have the credit.
question, Lady Maya. You, I understand you know how to create certain, I don't know if I call them spells, but certain
They're magical.
tricks, with magical tricks, yes. Can you create scents, smells?
Yes.
So you could cause someone to smell exactly like someone else.
Yeah. If I knew the smell well enough.
So if, hypothetically, I saw you use that strange spell that I've never seen before, where you disguise yourself. If I
Yes, I could look and smell like someone else.
Yes, but then we'd be losing her.
But could you make Irina smell different?
or can you
Oh.
make yourself?
Not for long enough.
Oh.
Although, I think so.
Could it?
I might be able to
Even a
fashion
short
something
time
up.
will probably buy us some confusion.
So you could look and smell like Irina.
No, she doesn't have to.
Strahd would probably see right through that.
Yeah, and
But I could.
and then a bigger question arises as where is Amaya?
Yeah.
She
I don't know
got
how-
sick.
No, it's
So
not.
she does
Her car broke down. Her carriage broke down.
Oh,
She's picking us up.
Yeah, I can. For at least the entire time that we're at dinner, I can have Arena smell with something else.
I mean, when Strahd left us, 3 of us seemed to be dying. Remember that. So if one of us
No.
succumbed to their wounds.
No, I can hide Arena smell. I don't think it's a good idea I go on looking
Okay.
like her. Although, reminiscent of her would not be a bad idea. Arena has you said like long curly hair and it down usually.
Yeah, it's down.
So I'm actually gonna start like pulling my hair out of the 2 pigtail braids it's been in this whole time and doing like a curly, fluffy
Okay.
thing.
Are
Cool.
you sure you want?
I'm also fluffing my hair. Well, actually, I don't have to fluff my hair. That's.
More time in that castle is not a bad thing for us.
So you are trying to look like Irina.
But what if he tries
Vaguely.
What if
Subtly.
he tries to feed on you?
I'll survive. Starved it once already. Ish.
Are we all okay with this?
If she thinks it's good,
If she
yeah.
is willing
I
to
trust
take
your
the risk,
judgment.
I trust Amaya.
I'm more durable than you are when it comes to bites, so.
Again, who didn't fall?
Who got bit?
I didn't fall.
Not
it was
me.
the horse that killed me.
Exactly. You stayed up because he didn't pick you. You didn't analyze he was the biggest threat.
You got something changed from like when we first met to now. Because when you were very bubbly before.
Yeah, I had to go from mechanic to assassin in about 12 hours, so.
This journey has changed us as people, as individuals. We will never be the same again. Like, all that time ago when we were just children when we first met. And now, like, looking back on it, it's just, we've been through so much. We've gone through so many trials and tribulations, and now we're just completely broken shells of our former selves.
Arena, do you always wear armor?
As of late, yes.
Before that, months ago, what was your day wear like?
I wore. It seems so frivolous, but I wore dresses and just simple clothing. I don't know, like
Colors?
reds and browns and.
Amaya, I might have something that fits with the description. Our styles are very similar from Barovian to my people, and I have a couple of dresses that I don't ever wear at the bottom of my backpack. If you would like to take a look, you might have to, I think, shorten it a little bit, but you should be good.
Alright.
Okay. You guys continue along with the road, which is now open. You're now completely free of the woods. There's a large open space. You can see the distant Castle Ravenloft growing smaller in the rear. You do see on the left the silhouette of a large windmill whose arms seem tattered, and the veins of the arms have like holes in them that are ripped. The path forks off to the left to lead up to Old Bone Grinder, the windmill that you were informed of. But we'll ignore that for now. We're not going to concern ourselves with the windmill. As the path continues around, it forks to the right and then hooks a sharp left as woods begin to dot the countryside to your left. Behind the windmill, you've come around the woods and you approach the town of Valaki. As you make your way towards the gates of the town, immediately what strikes you is you can't see the castle from here at all. It is completely out of the line of sight of Ravenloft. And this place, just from the energy alone, doesn't seem to be directly touched by Strahd's influence, sort of tucked out of sight. The iron to the gates is polished and the stone is neat, the mortar isn't falling apart. Yeah, and as you approach the gates, I think that's where we're going to end tonight. I think we don't want to get there's a lot of stuff happening in Valaki.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a shorter session, but we had our first encounter with Strahd, which is heavy duty, and I would rather save the events of Valaki for the next time we all meet. So, let's talk episode titles. So the most recent one I wrote down is this journey has changed us as people. I also have boss, not boss, enemy. And Irina, you smell as perfect as ever.
Alright.
What does Arena smell like? I have so many questions.
I don't want to dagger a horse. I'm going to point blank range shoot Strahd in the face. Otre! Tornir Torvier.
Thank you.
I'm very sweaty and cold as well. Activating a horse's pressure points. Boss, not boss, enemy. Trying to hold down my sausages.
I have a boss, not boss, enemy. I'm very sweaty and cold as well. I really don't want to crowbar a horse.
Crowbar.
What happened there?
I don't really want to crowbar a horse.
And then I have.
At some point somebody said I don't want to dagger a horse. Or maybe I misheard that.
I also have old stabby bite.
I have a stabbing bite. I have dinner tomorrow.
Yes.
And then slap them gently. Not blood rated. And a full Yoshi.
Yes.
I have useless game, crowbar a horse, boss, not boss, enemy, and trying to hold down my sausages.
Nice.
I think boss, not boss, enemy.
I will need to start writing things down.
No worries.
I got one.
Boss Not Boss Enemy is great.
Yep.
I also like So Dinner Tomorrow.
I love that.
I love that. Because it has to do with Strahd, and that's sort of like the big marker of this.
Yeah.
Cool. So we will be picking up next Sunday at around 4:30? Question mark. We've done it. We've said 4, and it ends up being 4:30. We will also have last week's session 2, up on YouTube within the next 24 hours, probably. And session 3, probably a few days from now. Sometime this week. Great. Just a reminder that if you support small streams on Twitch, please go dark on Wednesday in support of the anti-hate raid stuff. If you follow small streams and they're not aware of this, I would encourage them to participate. Just to send a message to Twitch that that ain't right. But then we will be picking up next Sunday, and I think that's everything. Any other announcements?
Yeah.
Cool. Anyone have anything they want to plug?
Oh,
Plug corner?
Harry Potter Club finally finished the Twilight series last night. Breaking Dawn Part 2 is legitimately a great movie. Like 8 out of 10, seriously.
I don't think Stephanie Meyer needs us to plug Twilight.
It was on my mind, sorry.
No, I love it.
No, we're talking about that off stream.
No, absolutely.
So don't even worry about
It's so
that.
good. It actually
It
is
really
so good.
slaps.
I have a song, an outro song that's very appropriate.
Amazing.
It's the Bardcore covers of the Cranberries Zombie.
I love that song. It's like top 5 easily. It's so good.
I have a ukulele cover zombie that is the happiest thing for me.
Hell yeah.
I love it so much.
Alright, well with that, I think that is all for today at Abyssal Clocks. Thank you for anybody that's still watching or watching in the future on YouTube. We'll get back to more vampire madness before you know it. But as always, we sign off with our favorite words. Cluck cluck.
Cluck, cluck.
Cluck, cluck.